We'll do it live.
Okay. No.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
James was can say is, ooh, I'll be second day. 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 When a ball turned into a vampire, all James was can say was, ooh, I'll be second day. 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 When he became Peter's best friend, they sat around the house and said, second day, ooh, I'll be second day, ooh, I'll be second day, ooh, I'll be second day. And you know that James Woods practices laundry well, but everything that he reads becomes real hard to spell. Everyone tries to help him, but the words just won't come out. There's only one thing he can think of, and it's what comes out his mouth. Ooh, I'll be second day. I'll be second day. Ooh, I'll be second day. Ooh, I'll be second day. When he comes out of his house, the women scream and shout. Ooh, I'll be second day. 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 And I know that he's not the best of them all when he says, ooh, I'll be second day. Ooh, I'll be second day. I'll be second day. Ooh, I'll be second day. Reese's Pieces on the floor and watch him come a saying, ooh, I'll be second day. 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 And you know that James Woods practices laundry well, but everything that he reads becomes real hard to spell. Everyone tries to help him, but the words just won't come out. There's only one thing he can think of, and it's what comes out his mouth. Ooh, I'll be second day. 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 When he comes out of his house, the women scream and shout. Ooh, I'll be second day. 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 I'll be second day.
I've seen things you people wouldn't believe.
So, a creature for my amusement. Prepare for battle.
Fucking thing sucks!
Erin Go Bragh. Go Braghless. Don't wear a bra. What?
Don't wear a bra. Erin Go Bragh.
Who is that ghost that's not supposed to be talking yet?
Sarah Barry Alice.
Who are these assholes are not supposed to be talking yet? These guys. We'll just mute them for a second. How is everybody doing? Good to see y'all. Happy St. Paddy's Day, everybody. Shout out Ed Heller in the chat. We got Fred Edward here. Yona's here. Lucky. Good to see all y'all. We got Vegan Succubus. Jimmy Sinclair. Thanks, everybody. So you may be wondering, like, why don't you have New York behind you? What happened there, buddy? Huh? You miss a meeting? What happened? So, fun story. So I'm wearing green. Normally I don't wear green on St. Paddy's Day because I like the pinches. Wink. Daddy's down for that. But I was trying to like put the thing up and like I had New York all up on my man breasts. So we can't have that. But what we can have, if these boys will behave themselves, is my panel for tonight. You've seen them in jail. They currently we got Ricky, we got Reef, we got Yeti. Jesus, what's up, boys? Happy St. Paddy's.
Not much, fam. Yes,
How's everyone doing today?
Woo!
Pretty good.
Happy St. Paddy's Day.
Happy St. Peppermint Paddy's
Cheers.
Day.
Cheers.
Fun story.
Cheers.
Did you know that the Irish settled Colorado?
Colorado.
That's a yeah. Coors is actually Irish for that's some bullshit. Anyway, I was telling the gang I'm not a big fan of Guinness and I don't like Jameson, but you know, it's kind of I guess it's kind of obligatory on St. Paddy's Day, but I don't know. Just like yeah. Nah.
You'd always go Harps. You can go Harps instead.
Oh, yeah.
I think Harps is disgusting, but it exists.
I think I'd rather drink an Irish person's blood, and because I think that might be a little more tasty.
That's because they're mainlining this shit. You know, like you know
they have that on IV.
50% Jamesons.
Look, they told me down at the cathedral that Jesus' blood is wine. So therefore, to be more Jesus-like, I must bring my blood alcohol level frequently higher than wine. Like,
I think Jameson is like Judas's blood. I think so. I don't know. That's just kind of thin and some low budget.
You know they have the Book of Judas, right? Pretty much says that he I think it's in part of the Dead Sea Scrolls, right? Is Book of Judas? I
think
it's like wrong, but I think it's in one of those.
It's the books that were left out of the Bible. I think they call it the Apocrypha. There's also another name for it, but I can't think of it right now. But
the uncanonized, yeah,
right.
The extended edition.
Yeah, the director's cut.
Yep, capitalism, baby.
We gotta get
like
more saints in there to make some money.
Get the DVD extras where Jesus is fucking running into light poles and shit. You know, you got the fucking blooper reel. Like,
oh, we just found the deity of social media. Oh, weird. Didn't read that in the Bible. Sorry.
It's got the director's commentary on there from God. So, and yes, this is my son. Who sounds like Bane somehow.
Watch this shit. Watch this prank. Like
water, wine, water, wine, water, wine. When you don't have water, then you start to whine. Do-do-do-do. Jesus was in the show tunes, apparently, so.
he's just a fucking... Anyway.
Well, I
But
figured
yeah,
out how Jesus walked on water. He was just in the north and it was frozen.
yeah. that
Right.
makes sense.
Yeah, he was
A
from
lot of people walk
Minnesota.
on water.
Yeah.
That's right.
Not special.
Well, alcohol is lighter than water, and if his alcohol blood level is high enough to be wine, it should work out, right? Like it'll be like one of those like sex on the beach shots, like it'll just little
trust
layers.
the science, Reef. Trust the
Trust
science.
the science.
Hail science!
I think this is 4 tickets punched for hell, which is fine. I think we pretty much knew we were all going to go there anyway, so
So-
no
I
spoilers
already have a
here.
condo picked out down there.
There's
But
the
Judas
Lava
essentially
Lake.
says that essentially Jesus told him to do it. Now Jesus was cool with it. That was apparently what Judas said. That like, yeah, it was his best friend. He asked me to do it because I'm the only one with the balls to fucking like, do that shit.
And still, he's like, but Jesus also know, people are going to hate this asshole forever.
Yeah.
Right? They're going to hate him. It's like, dude, you got to do it. It's part of the thing.
Right. It's in the
Sorry.
script.
He was the only original one.
controlling the narrative. Well, we're going to make something up.
Yep.
Well,
Judas man bad.
Judas
Yeah.
bad.
And did anyone think Jesus made faked his death and like just hid out for like a couple of days, and then they saw him at like 7-Eleven? Hey, aren't you supposed to be dead? No, Son of God! Like fucking,
He faked his death, and then he and Mary Magdalene ran off to Vegas and got married by Elvis, who was around back then. Elvis was that old, and Elvis is not dead either.
Yep.
So
him and John Wick.
John Wick.
Yeah. Fucking what's his name? Keanu Reeves.
You killed my dog. Now, dude, not cool, man. Excellent, not excellent.
Oh my god! Did you see that new Bill and Ted movie? It was trash.
Terrible, awful.
It was like really bad. Like you expect it to be like bad, but like good bad. It was just bad.
Yeah, it was bad. Bill and Ted and their
Terrible.
excellent cash grab is what that was.
Well, it's like you don't want them to make any comedies right now. Just like don't redo comedies. You can redo everything else, ruin everything else. Just don't don't try to do another Austin Powers. Don't try to do like
They're probably
just
gonna.
don't.
If capitalism breeds innovation, why do I keep getting the same damn movies for 30 years? I'd like to see some of this innovation, you jerks.
Because the young folks are suckers, apparently. So, they're like, don't watch the old folks stuff. So it's like, it just seems new and fresh and hip.
That's true. And it's definitely not as good, so.
At least YouTube recommends me now Sanford and Son clips. At least it recommends those to me. So, like, I just watching the best of Grady. That's the only thing I would, just the best of Grady. Just that.
Oh, Fred, you so crazy, Fred! I love Grady. Those side characters. Before Seinfeld came along, they had the best. The Skillet.
Fucking Leroy. Yeah.
Aunt Esther. Skillet and Leroy
Esther.
were also on the Rudy Ray Moore movies too, or they were in. They were at least in Petey Wheatstraw, the Devil's Son-in-Law.
Rudy Ray
They were in
Moore,
that.
Petey Wheatstraw.
The
I love those movies.
He would like shake that pimp cane, make it rain money.
Did you watch Dolomite, the Eddie Murphy?
Oh no, I haven't seen that.
That was fucking great. It was great. Like,
I'm gonna slap your titties.
Yeah,
he said he's gonna slap titties. Anyway, we're getting off track here for a second. First and foremost about this show is we like to educate people, and we have. I'm not saying we give them proper information, but we do educate them in one form or another. So, some people don't know about St. Patrick's. I say St. Patrick's. It was only one. St. Patrick's. St. Patrick's 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Patrick.
They had, but I found this little video. It's about 2 minutes long, and it educated me about some things I did not know about St. Patrick. So let's take a listen.
Millions of people around the world don their best green attire every March 17th to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. But there is a lot we bet you didn't know about Ireland's patron saint. To start with, St. Patrick wasn't even Irish. He was born around the 5th century in Britain, then part of the Roman Empire. At 16, he was kidnapped by Irish raiders and spent 6 years in captivity. He converted to Christianity and later returned to Ireland to spend the rest of his life working as a Christian missionary. After Patrick died on March 17, 461, he was largely forgotten until mythology and legend grew, and centuries later he was honored as the patron saint of Ireland. According to one famous myth, Patrick drove all the snakes from Ireland. The story symbolized Patrick cleansing the island of paganism. There's just one problem. Ireland never had any snakes to begin with. The Emerald Isle is surrounded by water too frigid for snakes to migrate there, whether from Britain or anywhere else. According to another famous story, Patrick used the 3 leaves of the shamrock to explain the Holy Trinity. As a result, people in 18th century Ireland started wearing shamrocks on March 17th to signify their Irish Christian pride. That tradition later grew into wearing green clothing, a popular St. Patrick's Day custom today. Though shamrocks don't really exist, we know them as any one of several 3-leaf plants, such as wood sorrel or white and yellow clover. As important as St. Patrick is to Irish history, we bet you didn't know the tradition of celebrating March 17th with parades actually started in America. The parade tradition really took off after the Great Potato Famine hit Ireland in the 1840s, sending hundreds of thousands of Irish immigrants pouring into New York, Boston, and other American cities. The first record of a St. Patrick's Day parade in New York dates to 1762, when a group of Irish soldiers serving with the British marched a few blocks to a tavern in Lower Manhattan. Today, it's the largest and longest St. Patrick's Day parade, boasting close to 200,000 participants and nearly 3 million spectators each year. So this March 17th, we hope you'll be wearing green and toasting to some St. Patrick's Day history that we bet you didn't know.
All right. Yeah, sorry for that cheesy ass music, but it was the shortest video I could find. But it was very informative.
I learned a lot.
Did you? Did you, Yeti?
I did.
For real? Are you lying?
When did St. Patrick
I learned about
make
the
Bono?
first march.
You know?
He chased all the snakes out, but there weren't any snakes there in the first place. That's a neat trick. It's like, yeah, I chased all the kangaroos out of New York, so I must be, make me a saint, please. Saint, please. You know.
There's a kangaroo in the Bronx Zoo, so you failed.
Yo, I feel like he was like the original grifter. Like, who is this dude?
Right? He wasn't a Catholic originally. He
showed up one day.
Not
He's like,
originally either. Like,
and he wasn't Irish, but he's a patron saint of Ireland. So, anyway, back to our blasphemy.
He just showed up one day. He's like, "Hey, you want me to get rid of the snakes?" And you're like, "We don't have any snakes." And
His real miracle is making Bono. That's his real miracle. You know, without him, U2 does not exist. And you know, now we're stuck with listening to like Sunday Bloody Sunday 1,000 times
and having music forced upon your iTunes if you have that.
What
was that album they had? That was like, oh, I don't want that album. Sorry, if you got iTunes, you're fucked. Here you go. Suckers.
It auto plays on people's fucking iPods and shit all the time. Still,
that's
like, crazy. Yeah. I still call him Bono. He's Bono. I don't care.
Bono.
It's Bono. Hey, Bono. Bono asshole.
I mean, Sinead O'Connor. Right? We got Sinead O'Connor at least. You know?
Who else is Irish?
This is like when Adam Sandler started naming Jewish celebrities. In the
Yep.
Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell.
Yep.
Lucky Charms. He's Irish. Lucky.
Neeson.
Yep.
Not Lucky Burrito. I don't think
Neeson.
Lucky Burrito is Irish. She might be. I don't know.
Liam Neeson is.
Liam Neeson.
Daryl
Irish?
O'Brien, which I'm sure probably
I have
no
a
one else
certain
knows.
set of skills. We gotta watch the Boondock Saints after this.
I mean, how can you be
gotta
like?
do that.
How can you be like? You're a father, and you tell your daughter, "Okay, hide under the bed, but don't worry, they're going to take you anyway. When they take you, don't worry. I got these Batman skills I got from Ra's al Ghul. I'm gonna come and find you, and everything will be fine." Fucking Ra's al Ghul, yeah, kid! I'm dropping Ra's, baby, Ra's.
So you think the Taken series is literally Liam Neeson?
That's Ra's al Ghul.
After he's filmed Batman, right? He's like doing another movie in like France and shit, and then his daughter gets taken.
It has to be before Batman because he dies in Batman. He has because it has to be
set of skills.
So
the guy at the craft services table taught me this front kick. Like
these potato chips are stale. But these ripples are fine and dandy. But see, that's the thing. So after he trains Batman, there's like this period of time, right? So before he shows up in New York. So in that period of time, he does all the Taken movies. That's what it is. But he's Ra's al Ghul.
That makes sense.
Are you saying the Taken movies are spin-offs of Batman Begins or whatever that's first
Yes.
Batman?
No, they're actually Liam Neeson. Like he's like in between filming that movie with the wolves and Liam Neeson's in it. The wolves and Liam Neeson's.
Ed Heller called him. Ed Heller called him
Taken on the
Ra's al Ghul.
Taken on Ice.
Yeah, Taken on Ice.
It's terrible.
That movie's dumb. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie with the wolves and Liam Neeson's in it. It's literally that. That is the fucking movie. Is like Liam Neeson's fighting wolves. Like, and you don't fight any wolves for like most of the movie. And then there's like a 5-minute scene where he takes like the fucking like the fucking liquor bottles out of the hotel minibar, right? And like out of the fucking airplane, the little airplane bottles, and like cracks them all like they're fucking little like the fucking bar shiv, right? And then he like puts them in his fingers like they're Wolverine.
Yeah, he's Dollar Tree. He's Dollar Tree Wolverine.
Dollar Tree Wolverine. He's like the wino version. He fucking grabbed like, and then it doesn't even. It's Sopranos ending. It doesn't even like. It just cuts right there. Like literally, like mid. I think he even does the like the Wolverine scream and everything. Like, and then it like cuts like fade to black. Like right there. Like you didn't even see him fight the wolves.
The whole time he was there? No, I'm just
I guess. Wow. Like I don't even remember the rest of the movie. I think the rest of the movie was just wind noise with Liam Neeson mumbling to himself. Like, you know.
I feel like Liam Neeson and Samuel L. Jackson will do anything for a paycheck.
Oh, I mean Nicolas Cage was that way for a bit. Now it's have you seen what the fuck? Bruce Willis's shit?
Oh.
Bruce Willis's new stuff? Oh my god, dude. It's bad.
B-movie
it's
Willis.
bad. I thought Steven Seagal's new stuff was bad. This stuff
still making movies?
Like, yes. Yeah.
It's like he makes these B-movie like a lot of sci-fi stuff he does
shit.
too. Yeah, and he's bald and old. And
it's like Bruce Willis did this fucking... The sci-fi one from Bruce Willis is fucking hilarious. It's like him, and all the sets are clearly made out of cardboard, that some intern drew all the shit in Sharpie. Like you could literally see, like...
It's directed by Ed Wood Jr.
It's like direct to VHS kind of shit, like...
Oh yeah, it's straight to video stuff, so or straight to streaming they don't. I don't know if they do straight to video now anymore, but it's definitely straight to streaming.
You didn't know what VHS was, Reef.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's like the 1990s.
It's like you know cassette tape. It's like bigger than that, but does like video. You know,
usually
it's almost like 8-track. Yeah, I mean, well, that's Betamax, but you know,
beta.
Like. Or a laser disc, you know.
I have a friend of mine who still has a laser disc player. He has all kinds of shit. Those gold discs, man. I'm like, I said, man, you're a time traveler.
Mini discs that were like
Yeah.
I got
Yeah, you
like
could get.
a year and a half, maybe.
I got like X-Men video games from Taco Bell on fucking mini discs, baby.
Yeah.
Like there was like the Nightcrawler version. That was my fucking favorite. Like it was just like a little. Yeah, that and Gambit. You got to go with Gambit. Us fucking Mississippi, Louisiana boys. You got to go Gambit.
Gambit, and Nightcrawler were the best, and Storm.
Yeah.
Storm was pretty
so
badass.
there's a thing that's everyone should look up. It's a fan-made thing, but it's like Gambit plays for keeps. It's like adult Gambit. It's like fucking R-rated. Like it's really fucking good. You know, I think Nightcrawler shows up. It's a good time.
I tell you what, anything. A lot of shit DC is not very good, but that Harley Quinn cartoon is fucking amazing, dude. They have like
animated DC shit is fucking amazing.
But this in particular, because there's like cursing in it, and that's like the graphic violence and they're like saying fuck, fuck, and fuck, and fuck, and fuck, and fuck. Oh,
I'm more
man.
of a DC person. I'm a DC guy.
X-Men has a soft. The X-Men animated series puts a soft space in my heart for Marvel shit, but like, you know, it's like not any of the fucking Marvel Marvel movies. I'm just about done with. Like, you know, like I don't mind the Doctor Strange stuff. I don't mind like Guardians of the Galaxy shit, but otherwise, like I'm good.
I'm kind of looking forward to that multiverse of madness thing, you know.
Yeah, that should be fun.
I'm still partial to that old Spider-Man cartoon.
Yeah, me too. Spider-Man and Friends?
No, just like Spider-Man.
Okay.
You're talking about Spider-Man from the 60s?
Yeah.
You know, like Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Slings a web, fuck some shit.
With the fucking pointing meme? Putin pointing at, you know.
Like early animation, everything was a straight line.
Like.
Oh, it was amazing. Yo, all those superhero cartoons were awesome back then. X-Men, Batman, Spider-Man, like all of it. Even Darkwing Duck, dude. Even
Darkwing Duck was the fucking best.
Oh, that was great.
Fucking amazing.
There's another YouTube channel. Look up Saturday Morning Slow Jams. The Darkwing Duck is very choice. It's like 90s slow jams. They're redoing like 90s anime shit as fucking slow jams, and it's the best.
Do you remember like back in the day where like NBA Jam started coming in on after the cartoons?
Yep. I could put NBA Jams on that thing right now. Yeah.
Remember when things were good?
Remember when I remember.
No, I don't.
You remember?
I do.
I remember.
I remember the 1970s. I used to get up on Saturday mornings at 6 a.m.
Remember when Stacey
Stacey
Abrams went on Star Trek? I remember.
Hang on a second. I'm sure you do. So I used to get up on Saturday mornings at 6 a.m. in the 1970s. That was almost 50 years ago. Almost 50. And watch Super Friends. And then there was like, what's it, Bugs Bunny and Friends. And then
Wacky
you had,
Races.
and then 11 o'clock, that's where you either had wrestling or you had Godzilla movies or you had Kung Fu movies. So it was like
that was like the regional wrestling too, right?
Yeah.
Like the New York district or.
Well, I was living down south, so we had Mid-South Wrestling. It was out of Memphis.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's where Ted DiBiase came from. That's where Junkyard Dog came from. The Iron Sheik, all those fuckers. Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Oh! With his 2x4.
I'm a big Hillbilly Jim fan.
Oh.
And,
that was good back then.
I can't think of his name now. The Elvis impersonator.
Who? Which one? You talking about
the wrestler?
Oh, I was gonna say Neil Diamond, but it's a wrestler.
Neil Diamond.
Neil Diamond. I'm gonna pin you to the mat. Wow, what a hap cat you are. We're coming to America.
Doing Elvis Presley.
Wait, who was that wrestler? Though? There was like an Elvis wrestler, right?
There was an Elvis wrestler?
Oh, God. Here.
Oh, the Honky Tonk Man. That's his name.
The
Honky Tonk
yeah.
Man. Oh, okay. I do remember that
Kind
guy.
of like Elvis. Yeah.
Herculoids.
Oh,
Yes, Fred
says-
Edward. I love Herculoids. I remember those 60s, the 60s
Razor
cartoon.
Ramon
Like,
just passed away too.
they had Johnny Quest. Johnny Quest, those cartoons, like the old ones, when a villain died, it was like it was like this blood curdling. And you're like, Jesus Christ. You know, kids are like eating cereal going, damn, that motherfucker just died the fuck out of here, man. What the hell?
Yo.
Yeah, see, Reeves got it now.
Heller said, E. Heller says, remember when Mr. T had a cartoon show?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
I remember that Mr. T cartoon. Yes.
Hulk Hogan, too?
Yeah,
Hulk Hogan
Rock and Wrestling. It was Hulk Hogan Rock and Wrestling. That's what it was called. I remember that shit.
All right,
never
who
watched it, but I
remembers
remember
three Ninjas High Noon at Mega Mountain with Hulk Hogan? I still am. This is a highly well-regarded movie. It like should have won an Oscar. Yes, to Three Ninjas 2.
Was that with Rocky and the kids' names?
Yes, Bam Bam, Tum Tum.
Yeah, Bam Bam,
was
Rocky.
Tum
They had a
Tum.
green mask, a red
Rocky,
mask,
blue mask.
blue one, I think.
Yeah, Tum Tum's always got to have his like ding dongs. You know, his specialty
watch
move was the
Surf
groin
Ninja?
kick. I think so. Yeah, it's very
It's
similar to
a great
that. Like,
movie.
it's like
Anyone watching,
kids who grew
go
up on
watch
Power Rangers
Surf
had to go watch that shit. Yeah. Surf Ninja and Three Ninjas, the whole series. You got to watch the first
Yeah.
one. Has Pat Morita in it.
Rocky
like-
loves Emily. Rocky loves Emily.
Anyway, the third installment of this fantastic Oscar-worthy series has Hulk Hogan in it as like just almost himself. Like it's like he literally plays this like karate hero guy that the guys like on TV, and they go to like Six Flags and film at Six Flags. Like, you know, it's like one of those filming the rodeo movie
said,
things, you know.
Elle said Hulk Hogan had a cameo in Gremlins 2, the best sequel. Really, Elle?
Yeah,
The
Gremlins
best
2
sequel?
is pretty choice.
You remember like the Wrestling and Friends cartoon?
The
Like
who?
Hulk Hogan, Junkyard Dog, Captain Lou Albano.
So it's like the WWE's Muppet Babies? Is that...
Yeah.
Wait, they were puppets?
Okay.
No, they were cartoons.
Yeah, that was Hulk Hogan's
Muppet
Rock and Wrestling. That's the
Babies.
name of it.
Oh, okay, that was the one. Okay.
Rock and Wrestling, yes. Rock and Wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but
I'm
it
a little
was.
slow.
No, it's fine. We're all a little slow. Some of us are
We got
drinking.
the sound delay.
Wait,
Yeah.
Al, is Gremlins 2 the best sequel of all time, you're saying? Or the best sequel of its genre? Or what are we saying here? I don't know. There's a lot of good
I mean,
sequels from that era.
Breakin' 2, Electric Boogaloo, I think has to be, by definition, the sequel. Right? Because every other sequel is, like, parodied to be Electric Boogaloo. You can't, you know... Like Terminator 2, Electric
Yes.
Boogaloo, like everything...
Aliens.
Like, you know, Die Hard 2,
Aliens.
Electric Boogaloo, like Aliens
Those are-
2.
Die Hard 2.
know.
Die Hard 2 had
Aliens.
a had a great line by John
Alien
Amos
and
in there.
Aliens.
They had so John Amos is talking to Bruce Willis, and Bruce Willis says, "You know what? You're not such an asshole after all." And John Amos says, "Oh, I'm an asshole. I'm just your kind of asshole." And I was like,
Nice.
"Oh." And I used that a lot,
So,
and people didn't get it.
Can we make a sequel to Alien versus Predator called Aliens versus Predators?
Yes.
And just make that the sequel?
Aliens versus Predators.
Yes. Or yes.
Proper
we just
grammar.
Yeah. Aliens
Multiple
versus
pyramids
Predators.
around underneath Antarctica, and like they all must fight in a battle royale to the winner, and then Lance Henriksen will take his shirt off and go, "Oh, I am
The
reborn."
Predator.
The movie The Faculty with Jon Stewart in it? That
Jon
alien
Stewart, yeah.
movie?
Yeah.
Josh Hartnett, Michelle Williams.
John Stewart.
Yeah.
A young Josh Hartnett and a young Michelle Williams. And they were fucking fire back then. Those two were like
Oh, that was a dynamite movie.
Maybe not Michelle Williams. That was Halloween H2O. But Josh Hartnett. There was someone else though that was huge in the faculty. That was a young up and comer.
When I saw Michelle Williams, I said, "This is not an older black lady. Who is this?" Because there's the Miss America Michelle Williams, and I was like, because that was my reference point. But it was Josh Hartnett. Whatever happened to him? Whatever happened
What's
to Josh
Michelle's
Hartnett?
last name from Destiny's Child?
I don't know.
All I remember is like. Is fucking which one has one eye?
That's
Oh,
TLC.
that left
TLC.
eye.
Fuck.
Lisa
When she burned down that dude's house, Left Eye burned down the guy who played for the he played for the Atlanta Falcons. She burned down his eye. I was like, we used to say,
Left
man,
shit.
She would have been black eye if she would burned down my house. I was said, but that was back then. You can't. I was back then. We can't say that shit now. I'm just saying. That's a time travel reference. Sorry.
I don't know.
I'm just saying. Somebody go be Helen Keller. You go lose that other eye. What? Just saying. It's a house, man. We ain't talking about you burned down the doghouse. You burned down my house.
Helen Keller was blind and deaf. You're gonna punch the ears too?
You gotta go for the eardrums too. It's a house, dude. They burn down the house. Take the eyes, the ears, the tongue out like in olden times, man. Just, or do the Colombian necktie, cut it open here, and pull the tongue down. Yeah, man.
No.
I was watching
that one play. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Clip. There's a clip of someone who played Helen Keller in a stage play. And they were playing, Helen Keller, so they're like wandering around the stage, and they just walk right off stage and fall. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be laughing, but the actor just walks off stage and falls.
Method acting.
The audience.
Method acting.
Incredible.
Oh my!
Pop the actor back up, and they keep going. Nothing happens.
This is an extra punch in that ticket to hell we were talking about earlier. So we're going first. We just bumped up to first class, y'all. Woo! So
love it.
It's let's see. I think there's some talk in the chat here. Whatever happened to Josh Hart? Last thing I saw Josh Hartnett, it was with Harrison Ford. It was like Hollywood Homicide or something like that, and then like he was Kaiser Soze after that. Poof, he was gone. You know what I mean? Maybe started doing like commercials or some shit. But I don't know how that happened. What else is not Irish that we're talking about? Is Josh Hartnett Irish? He might be.
No, I don't think so. I'm gonna go no.
He can be whatever the hell he wants to be.
Because this is
some
America.
Irish.
He
I put
just
some Irish shit in the chat. If you want to pull that up.
He could be whatever he wants to be. He just can't say whatever he wants to say because this is America. So, anyway, I mean, what? Censorship.
Shut the hell up and do what you're fucking told.
Yeah, Yeti, you're the only Canadian here so far. I don't think we have any other Canadians coming, but that's all right. Who knows who's going to show up? How's it going on up there? Everything good? How's life in the Great North?
It's not too bad. I'm in Alberta, so we got all our restrictions and everything are all lifted now. So it's back to normal.
Yeah.
My wife is a nurse, so she I haven't heard too much lately about too much backlog of stuff. So hopefully they can start getting back to normal there too. So.
Yeah.
But like other than that, up here has been cold up here, so we stay indoors anyways.
Right.
Yeah.
You have maple syrup up there too, right? You have maple syrup.
That's right.
You like that?
I just gotta walk out to the tree and just put a tap in.
Lucky.
Just tap it in.
God, man.
I thought you had to go to like the maple teat and like get a bucket and like squeeze it out like cow udders every morning. You
gotta warm your hands up first because you don't want to put your hands on cold hands on those maple teats. Maple teats.
I remember when we were younger, we went to do like to tap maple trees to learn how to do it.
Yeah.
And it was literally, you just like hammered a spike into the tree and then turned to tap. And
Yeah.
syrup came out.
Then you gotta
put
take
on
it to the
snow,
sugar shack
wrapped
and
it up, and it was a delicious little
Sugar
treat.
Shack.
yeah.
Take it to the Sugar
Yeah.
Shack. Sugar Shack. You tap trees in New York, you'll get like dog or human pee out of it. That's usually what happens. 'Cause it's like,
Yep.
everybody's pissing around here. You get a piss. You get a piss. You get a piss. You get a piss.
If you tap a Florida tree, you're just gonna get meth pouring out of it. You know, that's what's gonna happen there. Like, you know, I could have. Here, I could do that.
Bath salts, yes, yes. And crocodile, the it's like the drug.
That's that face eating stuff and the bath salts. Yep.
Crocodile's like made somehow. It's made with gasoline.
Video? Do you remember the video of the guy that attacked that guy in the freeway and ate his face?
I heard about that.
What?
Anyways, the guy who got his face bitten off lived, and they've been restructuring his face. I don't know, it was like years ago last time I checked in, but they're trying to rebuild his face for him.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That makes sense.
I mean,
yes, it does.
I mean,
that
at
happened.
what
I
point?
remember that story. Yep.
What point do you say, you know what? I should probably quit these drugs. You know, like when your face is gone and you look like that guy for the evil guy from Captain
It
America.
wasn't the guy that got his
Red Skull.
face ate off that was high. It was the guy that ate his face that was high.
Oh, that's totally
Yeah,
different
like
then.
he must
Dude was
have,
just chilling and started getting his face ate off.
Well, don't go around people that eat faces. 6 feet.
They should put a sign on these people or something.
But some guy that's got a sign around his neck that says, "I eat faces." Stay away from me, motherfucker! I eat some faces.
Get some help.
I will eat your face, motherfucker. I'm tired of these snakes on this motherfucking plane.
Samuel L. Jackson fucking auditioning for the role of like crocodile user. That's what we're going.
I told all of y'all that I was eating faces. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's gonna be like that fucking Denzel Washington movie where he's a pilot. Like this is gonna be like that, Like I did the crocodile, but no one could have landed that plane. Like, but sir, you brought the snakes on. Well, I saved them. Like, I killed all the snakes after, didn't I? Like, that's how we get the fucking him filming that movie.
The snakes are on the plane, and then they see Samuel L. Jackson start eating faces, and the snakes start talking to each other. Like, I don't think we're the bad guys anymore. I think let's go. Let's slither over here, and they're eating like snake popcorn, and I don't know how they put it in their mouth. They have to have.
And then Samuel L. Jackson whips out a purple lightsaber, and shit gets weird.
Yeah. Why did it have to be purple?
It's a pimp.
Why did it have to be
lightsaber.
purple?
It's the pimpiest
Why did he?
lightsaber I've ever seen.
Why did he get the grape flavor? Why did he get the grape flavor? Come on, you went grape flavor. Dog? Come on, bro. Like,
remember Darth Maul?
Yes.
The double saber, and then everything after that was garbage. For that entire trilogy, it all went downhill after Darth Maul.
My fucking 10-year-old brain when the fucking Darth, I was like, oh shit, it's 2. Like that was the fucking moment.
No wonder.
And he doesn't do it.
Weird.
They were already having trouble fighting him with 1, and then it's 2. You're like, what the fuck? And there's only one guy left. There's only one guy left now. Like, Liam Neeson's not here. Like, he's fighting the wolves.
Yeah,
like,
or he's he's Ra's al Ghul in Taken movies. It all circles back. It all circles back to Ra's al Ghul. And
back.
Happy St. Patrick's Day. Now they're going to take my daughter again.
Do you feel like Ireland's proud at the export of Liam Neeson? They're like, look, we sent them Liam Neesons and they're happy. Fucking like,
maybe they'll get off our backs now. We gave them Liam Neeson. That should be enough for those Americans. I don't know. My Irish accent goes to shit.
We're nice and distracted by Liam Neeson and 200,000 person parades for a holiday that makes absolutely no sense whatsoever.
Ricky,
they turn a river green though.
Yeah, in Chicago
they turn a river
they
green.
do.
Chicago.
Gowanus Canal, though, the Gowanus Canal in New York is already green 24/7 anyway, but that's usually from like, you know, the rotting corpses of bodies that they throw in there. Ricky, have you ever been to a St. Paddy's Day parade here?
I've been by it once several years ago. It's kind of a mess, to be honest. It's a shit show.
It was yeah, I mean, I've heard tales from like, you know, way back like in the 70s and like when they used to be just like, it was just like Mardi Gras and people were just like, you know, taking clothes off and, you know, killing each other and stabbing and shit like that. I think I went to one the first year I was here in New York, 2010. I went to that one. I was very disappointed because there were no murders. It was just, it was all green, no red, no blood. It was just like, what the hell did I come here for then? What the hell is this shit?
It gets pretty sloppy though. It gets pretty sloppy though.
You know what? Fair point, because I think I was there at the beginning of it. I think if you got to wait a few hours and then it's like,
when people are drinking the whole day, yeah, people get wild by the end.
I used to bartend, so I hated St. Paddy's Day because everyone would want you to put green dye in their beer. So by the end of your shift, your hands are just green.
Yeah.
Right?
And I'm angry, so I might as well just been the Hulk.
I was about to say, if your hands turned green and you were angry, you're like, Yeti angry! Yeti smash!
You gotta find like a way to do that, so you're not like taking a drop or like making each individual beer green. That's crazy.
That first,
well, you can't do it to a whole keg because, well, you could if you go through it enough, but
yeah. That first like
started the production line.
That first hungover piss though, after that fucking night where you fucking been drinking green beer the whole night, that's gotta be weird. That's gotta be like, oh my god.
Is your
like,
piss green when you drink beer?
It's like
I would imagine so.
It's like Kermit the
I never drank it.
Kermit.
Oh my urinary tract must be infected because this urine is green. It is easy
I've been
to
drinking
be green.
cranberry.
If green frog pissing green, you're like, yes! Yes! That's my dream! What the fuck? Oh,
God, we're dumb sometimes.
What happened? What happened to life? Yeah, right.
Fozzie Bear shows up. Fucking, you know.
Waka waka waka! Look at that green pig! Somebody got that green pig!
Oh god!
Did you ever watch the Muppet Show? Any of y'all watch the Muppet Show? Like back in the day?
Fuck yeah, I did.
Yeah, I was just watching a collection of Pigs in Space from the Muppet Show the other
Pigs
night.
in space. Pigs in space.
It's
fucking
actually amazing. It's actually amazing. It's really good. It's really
Pigs
fun.
in Space is fucking awesome. My
I'm
favorite
still waiting
was
for Mel Brooks's Jews in Space. You know,
yeah.
We've not gotten Jews in Space, and I'm waiting for that. That's gonna be a great film. Adam Sandler's gonna be there.
What was it like? They were like,
I'm in space with the Bezos.
No one's gonna watch this shit.
Me and my friend Indy are gonna make the first Jewish mafia movie, and it's gonna have Mel Brooks, it's gonna have like Adam Sandler, we're gonna get Gal Gadot, Sarah Silverman, just the entire. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be like The Sopranos but Jewish. It's gonna be fantastic. Like, you know,
Every stereotype you can shove into a show.
Larry David, Seinfeld's gonna be there.
Bernie Sanders.
Like, yeah.
You put the horse's head in my
they have
bed?
the same.
You know how long it's gonna take to get those stains out of the sheets? I paid good money. That's 1,500 count sheets. What are you doing? You're putting the horse's head in the bed. Why did you put it on the floor? I still would have got the message. Why you gotta ruin the sheets?
You get like the all the other like mobs. You get like the Irish mob. Bill Burr's over in there. You got a Wahlburger too. Like, you know, you fucking do it up, dude. You just have like every mob. The Russians show up because you got to have the Russians. They got to be the bad guys, right? Like, you know,
well, these days anyway,
they beat up. They beat up like the skinhead gang.
They're bad.
You know, like you get the Russian gang to beat up the fucking like, you know, people auditioning for fucking Sound of Music. You know, those guys. those peeps.
That's a hate crime.
Fucking
like
yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. You just fucking get at me. If Larry David's agent, telling you, Mel Brooks, we got to get one last movie out of him. So, you know, just do it up. Like
Bernie Sanders is in there, like, I'm the 1% now, you motherfucker.
That'd be fucking great.
Just wearing his little mitts.
Joel's my
the fucking Jewish deli is the fucking front, like. You know, like, it's gonna be great, dude. It's gonna be fantastic. I'm telling you. What you do is you have Mel Brooks. Yeah, Mel Brooks is like the Don who won't leave, right? Larry David's like his son who's supposed to take the position, and then like Seinfeld is his son, right? Like that's what you do, and then you run from there. Like, you know, I don't know. He just won't fucking leave. Like he won't retire. Like you know. Like
you've been sitting here for 4 hours nursing the same coffee. Go buy another coffee.
What's the deal?
What's the deal? Elaine!
No one ever retires.
No.
Who Seinfeld?
They'll be on their bed, like hooked up to an IV.
Is there even anything funny on TV anymore? Like, I have yet to see like.
Have you ever watched Trial and Error?
No. I have not.
It's great. It's
I mean,
John Lithgow.
SNL's shit. SNL's terrible.
Garbage.
It's awful.
Like really bad. It's exceptionally
Stacey Abrams is on Star Trek now, so
that's kind of funny.
You know, that's dude.
Wait, what? Stacey Abrams is on Star Trek?
She's ruined.
Yeah, she played like President of Earth. They made her like president of like. The Federation of fucking shitlibs.
Yeah, that's not manufacturing consent or anything like that.
No, yeah.
Rejecting
the shitlib alliance. Like at this point, I'm siding with the Klingons. Fucking, let's fucking get them to fuck some shit up. I'm down.
Right.
You know, kerplot all day. Like,
I'm pulling for
bring out the blood wine. I'm down.
I'm pulling for the Andorians, the blue people. I like those people. They're pretty cool. You know.
Do you remember? Speaking of St. Patrick's Day, the Irish episode of Star Trek?
What?
Where like
with O'Brien
Worf gives the Irish. It's like this. No, it's the typical Irish people. It's like one of the worst, like most racially insensitive Star Treks out there. It's literally like they beam up this like group of people that they're trying to save from some planet bullshit, right? But it's literally like just the old Irish people. Like that are like fucking. Oh, do you have any fucking whiskey? Like it's like the most fucking It's like they're like fucking. It's like it's like the Irish planet. Yeah, and it's like they fucking beam up right. Like it's like fucking the British fucking keep trying to take our planet. You know, it's fucking the same shit. Just the wind that shakes the barley, the planet.
There's a kid in the corner eating Lucky Charms and bathing with some
the
Irish
fucking
spray.
Lucky Charms. It's literally that. Please go look at this fucking. And it's like one of my favorite bits in the thing is like they're at the like fucking what do they call it, the replicator, right? And the replicator can make like synthahol or whatever, right? And so they're just making alcohol, right? and the fucking Irish guy like, here's a Guinness, and Worf just fucking tips it back, right? And then the guy fucking prints out, well, here, if you like that, try this, and then fucking Jameson, right? And then like he's like, oh, that's much better, you know, like.
You are
and
not
then fucking,
Theklar.
he prints out like blood wine and like hands it to fucking the Irish guy, and the Irish guy's like, whoa, like fucking, he's fucking like crazy, like that's
he grows
fucking
a green
high
top
octane
hat.
shit.
Sounds like the worst episode of all time.
It's one of the worst, yeah. It's one of the worst. It's like that and like the African planet. That's like both of those are pretty bad. Pretty bad. That was when Gene Schmadenberry was still writing scripts for that.
Elle in the chat said, she said, you remember Leprechaun? Yes, I do remember Leprechaun because it was Warwick Davis who was in that movie Willow, which I really love that movie Willow. Have you ever seen Willow?
That's the one with Andre the Giant.
I think
isn't
so,
it?
yeah.
No, that's Princess Bride. You racist. You're racist against white people. They all look alike, don't they, Yeti? You Canadian? All these white people in America look alike, don't they, Yeti? Say it! Say it! Oh!
Oh, you all
we
look
turned
alike.
we turned into Kinnison real quick.
Y'all goddamn white people.
No, Willow had what's his face? Real Genius. He was in Real Genius. Oh fuck, what was his name? Before he got and Val Kilmer. Yeah, so I had Val Kilmer and it had Joanne Wally Kilmer, the redheaded chick in there.
George, this is a George Lucas flick.
Close.
Apparently,
it was by Ron Howard. Ron Howard directed it. Story by George Lucas. The story. So
is
yeah,
what it's telling me.
But their connection is also from what is it? What was the movie that Ron Howard did that George Lucas directed? There was like, it was before Happy Days. It was like American. It wasn't American Gigolo. That was somebody else. But you know what I'm talking about.
All right, but how does this tie back to Kevin Bacon?
Everything goes back to Kevin Bacon. Kevin.
Yeah.
So Kevin Bacon was in Footloose with John Lithgow. John Lithgow was in War Games with what's his face from Ferris Bueller?
Matthew Broderick.
Matthew Broderick was in Ferris Bueller with fuck it, I lost it. Anyway,
was he in that?
I don't know. We used to have this game. Me and a buddy actually invented the Kevin Bacon game before the Kevin Bacon came out because we were on a road trip to Minnesota and we were like, you got to tie Wilford Brimley to Max von Sydow. Go! And you had to do it in like a certain amount of right. I got diabetes. My horse has got diabetes. This whole goddamn farm's got diabetes. Fuck all y'all about to die. I'm gonna get my.
She's having a baby. So Val Kilmer did True Romance with Bronson Pinchot, right? Pinchot, and then Bronson Pinchot did She's Having a Baby, which Kevin Bacon was in.
Beautiful.
So nothing like the Oracle of Bacon. Just use my computer to win games. You know.
I was like this
Invisible Man.
You talking about Hollow Man?
Vaguely, yeah.
It was a Kevin Bacon movie.
No, you're talking about Hollow Man. Maybe in
Canada,
Canada,
Invisible Man's the one before it.
People can't see him.
Yeah.
It was,
yeah.
You ever see that movie Tremors? He's in that too.
Yep.
Tremors is awesome. Tremors is so good. The best part of that movie
I remember
is
watching that movie and then walking home and be like, I gotta run.
I know, right?
This shit today.
But the dad from Family Ties, Michael Gross, was in it with what's her name, that country singer, and they're in the basement and they got like that wall of guns and they're blowing the fuck out of that thing that comes through the wall.
Yeah, he's got an elephant gun.
Oh!
Yeah.
Tremors is one of those movies I could. If it's like back in the day when I guess TBS and TNT were a thing. We got some. Oh, it's this little guy. Hey, buddy.
Jesse.
Look at you. We're going to call you Cuddles the rest of the time because I'm drunk.
What's up, Cuddles?
What's up, Cuddles?
Oh, that's funny. I one of my revolving nicknames on Facts on the Ground was Chuckles, so it's in the same wheelhouse. I think it works.
Yeah.
Jesse, have you ever seen Tremors?
Oh, it's been a long time, but
you've seen it, right? You've seen it. Yeah. I was telling the boys here that Reba McEntire, thank you. So like Tremors is one of those movies. It's like Clash of the Titans, where it's like if you got TBS or TNT or whatever on, and you're flipping through and it's on. You're like, oh shit, I gotta watch it. Yep. It's on. You're like tractor beamed into that movie.
It's like,
you know what I mean?
What is it? Andy Dufresne. Fucking that one. You gotta watch that one all the way through if it comes on. Shawshank Redemption.
Shawshank Redemption.
Shawshank.
Andy Dufresne was a friend of mine.
Movie.
Yep.
Really
Look
is.
at the carpet as it goes from wall to wall.
He had to go through the poop tunnel to
it?
get out of there, but and then at the end he's like, oh, yes.
Now how was he able to take the poster and get it taut enough as he was heading out of the tunnel for them to be able to throw a rock through it?
Movie magic. Duh.
Okay.
Don't ruin that.
I don't know how. Yeah, I don't know how we did that.
It's like how did the T-Rex come out of the T-Rex pen in Jurassic Park, walk out of
because
there,
it's a T-Rex,
and then knock the vehicle back into the pen, and it fell like 100 feet.
Look, it was in the script. All right.
Okay, all right. If we're talking about movie physics, how does the red Nazi car in the Blues Brothers, which is clearly like maybe like a couple 100 feet off the ground, end up like at the top of the Sears Tower and is falling through space and then through the street? How does that happen?
They were on a mission.
They're on a mission from God. Yeah, that's right. Everybody.
They're on a mission from God. Yeah.
I love how that car when it gets to the tax assessor's place and they get out, it just falls apart. It's just like because I've owned 2 cars like that should have fell apart like that. They were awful cars. I had this car, so I had this blue Malibu, right? But it was like one of the last cars I owned, and it was so bad. It was leaning to the side like that car in What's Eating Gilbert Grape when the big mama's sitting in there, and it's like that. So it was like kind of leaning to the side, and I'd already bought another car, so I couldn't sell that one. So I ended up like abandoning it at an at a junkyard, and the junkyard was closed. So I just parked it in front of the junkyard and I left a note with my phone number on there. I said, "Look, you want to give me some money for this? Great. I just don't want this fucking thing anymore." It was leaking a rainbow. It was like Mario Kart. It was like leaking a rainbow of fluids out the back. So anybody could find me. They'd think my car was gay.
Oil slick.
Yeah, it was crazy. And and I ended up getting like $50 for it. He mailed me a check, so it was pretty cool.
Nice.
So how you doing, Jesse? Welcome.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're right on time. Yeah, you're a man of your word. I appreciate that.
I owe it all to my son. It's up to when I managed to get him asleep, and he was super good tonight. All cooperation, so I can't complain.
I always like the
Jameson. You handed out.
You got
to
Jameson?
celebrate.
Just a thimble, son. Just a thimble.
Right.
When
Good night, kid.
when me and my sisters were babies, Dad would rub whiskey on our gums when we were teething. And yeah, thanks, Dad. You started something.
Look at you now.
I know, right? He's so proud of me. Unemployed in front of a green screen.
Filling that milk bottle with fucking White Russian, just fucking, shaking it up.
See, I like it when Jesse's on a stream because he's always got that Norman Rockwell shit behind him. He's got the nice picture and like the wood grain paneling walls there and the hearth. You have the hearth. You got the hearth behind you there, the fireplace.
It looks like he's ready for the apocalypse. He's out there somewhere hiding. He's hiding. He's hiding.
Yeah.
Well, what's funny, this is
This
just
is-
one wall in my basement. The rest of this room is like drop panel ceiling. It's
Right.
like a whole other side of it is just like Hot Wheels track as far as the eye can see.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Hot Wheels
Lead the
tracks,
way.
nice.
With the little train that's going around the roof
Right.
the whole time, just
I
like,
love that.
We have a
When you go into like
fucking-
stores, they would have that.
yeah, there's
Yeah.
Ricky. There's a Wegmans over here in Brooklyn. That one they opened over here. They have the train that goes around on the top there. You gotta come
Really?
over.
In Wegmans?
You have to come over and see it. That's amazing. It's like Mr. Rogers. Only it's not going to the land of make believe. It's going to the cheese section. It's beautiful.
Wait, which Wegmans is this? Which Wegmans?
The only Wegmans on Earth.
One by the Navy Yard?
Yeah, that one. Yes.
Oh, I've been there once. I didn't see a train. Was it not
You gotta
working?
look up. You gotta look up.
I'm
look up.
so.
I didn't catch it the first time either. Go to seriously. I was
bought
fucking.
sushi and I didn't see a damn train. What the?
You got to go to the cheese section. So you go to Wegmans in Brooklyn. Look up in the cheese section. Woo woo! They're pulling a train. They're pulling a train.
Cheese train.
you can get $2 burgers in Harlem. Apparently, it's over there in Harlem. You gotta find them.
But they ain't got no trains. Ain't got no choo choo.
The bodega.
Yeah, here I'll
They
put
do.
the link in. Here you go.
They have
if you're ever near
Kickback
Harlem.
from the burger place.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's your
We're
grip,
gonna watch
man.
the video.
Skimming a little burger money off the top.
No, I put the video in the private chat so you could look up $2 burgers in Harlem later. You know, because you're gonna want to go.
This is not for everyone.
You know,
Now
it's not for everyone.
Just for people in the know.
I know, right?
Exclusive.
It's just for people in the know.
Exclusive.
It's like those
It's
like
like
pop up like
exclusivity.
Korean joints. You know, you gotta find those things. The ones that are like in a laundromat, like on like $2 burgers in Harlem. There's one above that that's more St. Patrick's Day, but sure.
Get a job.
Wait a minute. Why is this not playing? What happened? Hang on.
I don't know.
The
Is
devil.
it like a burger or is it like a slider?
If you're gonna do anything, get a job.
I no clue. I didn't even click it. I just saw $2 burgers in Harlem.
Harlem. You know what I mean? It's like this is you have buses lined up here.
I used to get my hair done out here as a little girl.
$2 burgers is a steal.
Since I was a teenager.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
That'd be less than $15 to get a haircut and
Munchies!
I've been doing this so long. I don't know anything
This
else
is-
to do.
That was pre-inflation, I bet though.
Right. Ooh, look at
Maybe.
that. Moe's Burgers. I tell you,
It's probably $3 now.
Just doing God's work.
yeah,
Yep.
that's some
Yep.
that's some inflation shit right there.
Yeah.
They have they also have there's a great, if you like soul food, they have a great, I think it's on 112th Street. I want to say it's 112th. Up near Columbia University. There's it's called Spoon Burger. And let me see if I can find that. Spoon Burger.
I think I've heard of that.
No, Spoon Bread, not Spoon Burger. I got caught on the burgers. Sorry about that. So let's see if we can share this real quick. Now I'm jonesing for some food. I'm jonesing for some food. I know, right? Some soul food, some of that good shit.
Some shepherd's pie right about now would be fucking great.
So yeah, this is Spoon Bread. They got all the good soul food there. So this, what is that? I know, right?
Spoon bread. A spoon bread.
Oh no!
Spoon bread.
Spoon bread went away. It went away. Sorry.
Not spoon bread.
I make a pretty sick barbecue chicken salad with pretty heavy on the barbecue sauce and some sweet relish, a little bit of hot mustard, and then put it on the little King's Hawaiian sliders. Oh man, it's ridiculous.
Me and you need to get together to make JJ Bibb's recipe.
We should.
And bottle it and sell it. I'm serious. Like we'll fucking do it up, dude.
Sweet bread.
Oh, we'll make a whole fucking line of like barbecue sauces. That's Dude, we're gonna get rich off it. Don't worry about it. You know.
Then I'm thinking we can tie in with Cy Oppenheimer and make like a vote blue no matter stew.
Oh, we'll,
have some, like,
we'll be his super PAC, provided you buy, you know, the American Barbecue Foundation. Like, super.
I don't know how
PAC.
that would work though.
Fucking, what is that, minestrone? That you got that tripe in there?
We prefer gumbo pack.
Gumbo
This
pack.
sounds
right.
like street lingo.
Yeah,
I don't know if
super
I'm comfortable with this. I don't know. This sounds like drug talk.
That's
what?
I got to do like the southern politician. That's what I go. Well, you see, back in my day, when I was politicking,
Bartholomew,
right.
Bartholomew.
Bartholomew.
I gotta stretch my suspenders.
Yeah, damn right. You definitely, and your bow tie
Oh, Pepper.
with the straw hat. You got to be fanning yourself with the straw hat the whole time.
I do declare I have the
Oh, boy, it's a
vapors.
sweltering in this courthouse today.
I say.
I say, boy.
They all turn into Foghorn
I
Leghorn.
say.
You see,
Now this
as
boy's a few
Southern lawyer-
slices. He's a few slices short of a full loaf. Now I say, boy, you
Well, now I say, boy,
I say,
what
boy.
are you doing, boy?
Bull Hadley is innocent, I say. Bull Hadley is innocent.
this boy ain't exactly the
this is
sharpest
not
knife in
a-
the drawer. I say.
This is not a racist cartoon, boy. Fucking
I don't know how there's never been some, like, at least to my knowledge, some comedy where some guy chooses to defend himself in a courtroom and goes into this very
Foghorn
Colonel
Leghorn version.
Sanders
Yeah.
meets Foghorn Leghorn
Yeah.
kind of.
And he's a chicken. He's a chicken.
Back, my mama. You see, my mama told me that fucking like.
Oh my god!
Can you imagine?
How many chickens pass the bar though?
Right?
I don't know if it was Funny or Die. John Goodman did this bit where he played Colonel Sanders for a fake KFC commercial, where
Yeah.
it's like
Did he do a real one?
in the wave
He might have.
of fallout against Chick-fil-A, KFC tries to pander to gays and be like, please, we want your business. We embrace you.
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah.
It's really funny, but in classic John Goodman, he goes from funny to kind of morbid, like that. And
Yes.
it's like, oh, Jesus Christ. Like, he does it so well. It's so good.
John
It's like
Goodman is
Red
an
State.
He's an amazing
Red
actor.
State is fucking
Yeah.
so good.
Yep.
Like with him in
Yeah,
it.
that was a great movie.
Like,
Dude, I saw him
Yeah.
on Broadway.
Oh,
Here.
man.
He was in Waiting for Godot.
Fuck
Broadway.
you. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was.
I mean,
it was with Nathan.
lots of
Lane.
people would wait
Yeah.
for Gal Gadot. I'm just saying, like, how long? Like an hour, 2 hours? Like, I got time. You know, like, I'll wait.
They waited for the whole play, and she didn't
The
come.
question is, Ricky, how did you get to Broadway?
I walked.
Yeah, I took the cue.
Watch.
Carnegie Hall, practice.
You gotta watch
Whatever,
the
whatever they say. Practice.
I took the Q train. I took it up to
political,
57.
It's political, just like politics.
John Goodman in Raising Arizona with William
God, what a great
Forsythe.
movie. Yeah.
You never leave a man behind. And they had the baby on top of the car.
Oh. Remember Arachnophobia? Yo.
Yeah.
Oh,
John Goodman.
Rick Overton's in that, I think.
Is he?
Yeah,
I
probably
think.
is.
Or no, he's in Eight-Legged Freaks. Eight-Legged Freaks, I think, is what
Yeah,
he's in.
Eight-Legged Freaks.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
John Goodman.
Fucking
Roseanne. Oh man, get out.
Roseanne.
I
So-
love John Goodman.
Roseanne's daughter has a book out, and like
Bet
I just
she
watched her
does.
on a fucking podcast and shit, and it was fucking. It's like she's hilarious in her own right. Like I think her daughter does comedy and shit, but it was fucking funny. You know, she was like, "This is some crazy shit," fucking. You know, so like they went through a divorce and all that shit like during the show, and you know, complicated family shit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
So
Roseanne's a little crazy these days.
Is
yes and no.
I mean, I think
When she's on her
already made
meds,
movies
she's
with
great.
her.
Is the Connors still on that show? I know they kicked her off the show and made it the Connors, but is that thing still running? Or I don't watch it on TV hardly anymore.
They need to just do an Irish version and call it the O'Connors. You know?
Ah,
it should be good to go. The O'Connors will get fucking again, like Mark Wahlberg, fucking, you know, Bill Burr. We'll just get all the fucking people who could like pretend to be Irish. We'll be good. You know.
Oh, I bet you Dennis Leary needs work.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep, Dennis Leary could do that. Like almost all the Boston actors could do it. We'll get Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck could show up. You know.
Didn't they accuse him of who's the guy you just said?
Dennis Leary.
Dennis Leary. Didn't they accuse him of like joke stealing or something like that? Or
that wouldn't surprise me.
Probably.
Yeah.
What are you trying to say? Irish steal shit? Huh?
Yeah.
Hey, my people can't make things for shit, so we have to take from others.
We have to take from others. You see, the British give nothing to us, so we must fucking take it for ourselves.
Man,
which in the case of
example of sorry.
Well, I was going to say, in the case of St. Patrick, the Irish actually stole from the British because they stole St. Patrick.
Click the fucking other YouTube, the other YouTube one in the private chat, the one above it.
Well, just in time for St.
Patrick's Day must watch.
Okay,
yeah.
So I got to set this up because the guy on the left is Scott Walker, and we used to work together in Gulfport at WXXV. That was his first news anchor
fucking
job.
Great.
So, but this
is
story,
in Fremont, right?
This is out of Mobile, Alabama. Yeah,
like Beaumont. Yeah.
Well, Mobile, right there on the coast of Alabama, near Gulf Shores.
Yes, sir.
But this is funny as hell. Hang on just a second.
Oh, shit.
Patrick's Day, crowds are coming by.
Wait a minute.
Well, just in time for St. Patrick's Day, crowds are coming by the dozens to get an up-close view at what some say
could be a leprechaun.
Irish folk.
I know this.
Some people
I love this.
I haven't seen this in 100 years.
Is taking up residence in their neighborhood.
I know.
NBC 15's Brian Johnson has more.
Yo, y'all see the leprechaun?
To large crowds in Mobile's Crichton community, many of you bringing binoculars, camcorders, even camera phones to take pictures.
Yeah. To me, it look like a leprechaun to me. All I gotta do is look up in the tree. Who else seen the leprechaun? Say yeah!
Eyewitnesses say the leprechaun only comes out at night. If you shine a light in its direction, it suddenly disappears. This amateur sketch resembles what many of you say the leprechaun looks like. Others find it hard to believe and have come up with their own theories and explanations for the image.
My theory is it's casting a shadow from the other limb.
Could be a crackhead that got hold to the wrong stuff. And it told him to get up in a tree and play a leprechaun.
We're gonna get down to the bottom of this. Yeah, it's still on there, guy. Don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid.
This guy helping to direct traffic says he's prepared for his encounter with the leprechaun. He's suited up from head to toe.
This wars off spells right here. This is a special leprechaun flute which has been passed down from thousands of years ago from my great-great-grandfather who was...
Oh, yeah.
He's a master craftsman.
Others just
you
came
know.
to get
He's been hunting leprechauns for the last 30 years, dog.
Under this tree.
I'm gonna run a backhoe and uproot that tree. I want to know where to
Leprechaun busters.
I want the gold. Give me the gold.
Goddamn right. Give me the gold.
Brian Johnson, NBC 15 News.
People will do anything for a pot of gold. I mean, anything.
You know what I like? I like the amateur sketch of the leprechaun.
Yeah.
It looks like somebody got a really good look at it and got that good drawing out there.
Who did that? I want to know who sketched that.
I don't know. Maybe Brian sketched it.
Doodling.
That was a good story.
I gotta see that sketch again because what was it? I think it was
the fucking like in the middle. Yeah, it's like right there. You saw it. Go back. It's like a little bit further. A little bit further. A little more. Other way.
It's like at the time they have no way of knowing this is going to become the legend that it did.
Curiosity
And
leads
it's
to
like,
large
are you seriously
community.
sending us out? We have to make a story out of this. We have to try to like flesh this whole thing out.
The leprechaun, if you shine a light,
You gotta realize. Oh, there it is.
The leprechaun.
So you gotta realize
I mean,
this
don't
is
get me wrong.
Mobile, Alabama, right?
I
Okay.
grew up close to Mobile. I understand.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, there's you make do. News is not easy to come by.
No.
In Mobile.
No. You got monster trucks on Sundays, you know, and then like that's it. Like, what else you gonna cover? Fucking Boudreaux done got drunk again. Fucking saw himself leprechaun.
The thing that sets apart Mobile from the rest of the coast, though, like whenever they have Mardi Gras parades, is that in Mobile they'll throw moon pies out of the floats that go by. So yeah, you get those crappy little treats in Mobile.
That's legit.
Yeah.
Just marshmallows covered in diabetes.
Especially the banana
delicious.
ones with just that waxy artificial banana.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
Yep. Those are the best ones.
God damn.
Like the chocolate ones are okay, but the banana ones.
No, the banana ones. Oh, that's just like disappointment in a wrapper. It really is. It's just awful. It's just you just open it up. You're like, oh, it's like circus peanuts. You ever eat circus peanuts?
Yeah.
Oh
yeah, dude.
Oh,
yeah.
I had a pound. Are you kidding?
Yeah,
God, that's punishment.
That's like poor man's divinity right there.
That's
like
punishment
poor
candy.
man's divinity right there.
It's styrofoam to just take up space in your stomach.
That's like you have been a bad kid. You get to eat, you want candy. Okay, here's this shit. You can eat this shit, and you're like, okay, I'll be good. I'll be good. Give me real candy.
It's either that or like the Werthers that got like hair on it. And like, fucking, you know,
it'd be in grandpa's pocket. Here, you want your Werthers? Oh, fuck no, man.
It's not even a Werther's. You would appreciate a Werther's. It's like a fucking butterscotch.
That shit looked like a Tribble from Star. It looks like a Tribble from Star Trek, man. That shit got so much hair.
Where the lint got into the wrapper because it's like it's poorly wrapped.
Yeah, and it's somehow the entire wrapper is sticky, like the entire wrapper, like not just inside, but like somehow the sugar has like wicked itself all the way around to perform a protective layer. Right, of like fucking sticky shit.
It's like a cocoon of sugar around the candy.
You just eat the wrapper and the candy together.
Yeah, you got to. You gotta get your money's worth, kid. You better eat that wrapper. But just suck that shit off of there, man. Fuck yeah, especially when you poe. When you poe, you better get all that sugar, cause you know the sugar ain't cheap. Bitch.
Sugar ain't cheap. Definitely not Mississippi. Sugar ain't cheap. You gotta use that shit for sweet tea, all right? I gotta use 3 bags this morning.
Mississippi sweet tea. Yeah, I'll have some tea with my sugar. Sure, that's fine. Yeah, it's just like it looked like this fucking sandbar. It looks like a beach of sugar in the bottom of the glass, you know. But you gotta so you gotta boil the water.
Are trying to steal it. Yeah.
This is the worst torture. It's like when you go to a restaurant and you want sweet tea and they give you a glass of cold unsweetened tea and some sugar packets. That's just like basically that's their way of saying fuck you, asshole. So you're sitting there like and you pour that shit in there and you see that little sandbar down there and you see little people like setting up beach umbrellas and shit down there.
It in there.
You see sea monkeys down there putting down a blanket. What happened?
You ask for simple syrup, and they're like, "What the fuck is it?"
Right. Oh, you mean that? They show you a sugar packet.
You're like, there's no room to stir it. So as soon as you start stirred, it's just going everywhere.
Right. It's like a snow globe.
You asked them to bring me hot tea, right, and a fucking like 2 things of ice.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
And then fucking make your hot tea, do your sugar, and then fucking pour it in the ice, and then pour it in the other ice.
Because if you try to stir up sweet tea in cold tea, if you try to stir up sugar in there, you stir it up, it looks like a snow globe. It's just like a blizzard of sugar in the glass, and you're like, and then you drink it, and it tastes like unsweet tea, but then you get to the bottom, and it's like diabetes tea. Yeah.
To get the diabetes faster, you have to suspend sugar into liquid. So you need to like hypersaturate the water with sucrose. You know,
it's like the more you drink, the sweeter it gets. Yeah. You want that layer at the bottom too. That's like thicker at the bottom. You know what I'm talking about? It's like that's the extra good shit down there at the bottom. You're like, oh fuck yeah, like, you know, you suck on that for like an hour. Like, it's like back in the day. Back in the day when you'd put sugar on your cereal, like you had like corn flakes or something like that, and you put sugar on there, and then you eat the cereal and you get all the cereal and you still got milk, but then as the milk goes down, then you get to the bottom, you're like you're shoveling in the sugar sandbar, and then you got that really sweet milk,
perfect little gray sludge.
You're like, oh, this milk tastes good.
So good.
There's some good ass milk
left
out
that
here.
in there for like, if you left that in there for a while and like came back and like we're trying to wash the fucking bowl, like that fucking now turns into a knife.
Yep.
It's like a knife now. It's like this fucking sharp as shit. Like, like what the fuck happened? Like,
right?
You know, fucking what the fuck?
Sugar is the worst. Like, whenever I make icy for anything, if I don't wash the bowl right away, it's annoying.
Oh yeah, like
you might as well just leave it in there and let it turn
it just
into
like solidifies
diamonds
and shit.
Yeah, just let it turn into diamonds. You know, at that point, because the pressure.
Like when you leave oatmeal in the bowl and shit and don't wash it.
Diamonds and then sugar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, oatmeal's
like,
the worst too.
De-spot weld the oatmeal off the bowl. Like
you gotta take a knife, a chisel, and you're like, ting, ting.
I know one thing that's worse because I've worked in restaurants in the dish pit. Fucking Gruyere cheese on a fucking like onion soup container, because there's like angles and little handles and shit, and it's all burnt on there because like that's what you do. And you're like, fucking, I gotta sit there with like a fucking. Like a butter knife, being like, oh fuck, you get these fucking things, like you're like, Jesus Christ, like that's the worst. And like when everyone's ordered that, you're like, oh god, this is not going to be a good shift. Like, you know.
So cynical girl in the chat says, God damn it, I'm a heartbeat away from making super sweet tea. I'll tell you this, I think Ricky, we've talked about this before, but and I think I've talked with you guys too, that the best Southern sweet tea in New York, unfortunately, is at McDonald's. That is the closest you're going to get to Southern sweet tea, because it's so sweet, but it's like sweet enough. You know what I mean? And
I would imagine
in the States, when you guys talk about like sweet tea, is it just like brewed tea and then just like a shit little sugar?
Yeah.
And then on ice. Yep.
Yeah.
And then
it's like you take the hot tea,
like weapons grade sugar.
You got to melt the sugar first in the hot tea.
2 cups a gallon kind of shit. Yeah.
There's like no better description of America and a drink as that.
Right.
Well, you see, the reason it was started was because we had to show off. We had to show off how much sugar our people, so you say, could produce in a plantation. So, you know, the sweet of the lemonade or the tea could, you know, be like a badge for a plantation to give out. That's why we had things like mint juleps and lemonade and tea and stuff. It's also very hot in the South.
You call that diabetes? I'll show you diabetes.
Why do you think people ride? Why do you think people ride scooters around the Walmart, dude? It's because they're drinking like gallons and gallons of that sweet ass fucking tea, dude. They're in the diabetes mobile. Diabetes.
Where they can't quite fit between the aisles at Walmart. You're saying like that kind of
hell yeah
kind of thing.
They need 2 scooters.
Bad now.
They need 2 scooters.
You need two. Or like that Kool-Aid that's got like an extra, like no one follows the directions on the Kool-Aid and puts like a ton of sugar in there and shit. That's that good shit right there.
I grew up in like Northwest Florida, like basically Lower Alabama. We were annexed
right near
to
me.
Lower Alabama.
Panhandle.
And we like you would get sweet tea at places that even when it's on ice, it somehow feels warm because there's just so much fucking sugar in it. It's like it can't get cold because it's thick. It's just
we used to have a thing, Live Oak, Florida. We used to go to like the fucking like the quickie mart.
I have family.
Right? Like yeah, and it's like that's where I grew up. I grew up at like Swanee High School.
Really? Okay.
Like that was middle school and high school right there. The Bulldogs, baby. Cool. Let's fucking go. I still got the class ring somewhere. But the fucking like we would go as seniors. They let you fucking like drive. So like we would fucking go for lunch and go get like Little Caesars and the Chinese place. You could get a bag of like crab rangoon. Like a brown paper sack full of that for like $3, and like a bag of those Chinese donuts for $3. So it's like a $5 pizza and like a fucking 2 bags of like terrible cholesterol, great delicious fried stuff, and then you fucking go over
donuts. I've never heard.
Oh, they're like fucking. Let's just do a quick Google. They're like just like fucking dough covered in like regular sugar. They're like not even.
They're super
simple. Like it.
Yeah,
they're super simple. But when they would do them fresh, so they would like literally drop them when you got there and like put them in a bag and give them to you, and it was like fucking great. Yeah, just not powdered sugar. It's like
no hole in it. It's just a little blob.
No hole.
Yeah, kind of powdered,
little blob.
powdered sugar donut hole.
It's still good though.
And we'd go over to the gas station because they would give this thing where you could like.
Up here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't it granulated sugar they use on those? Like it's like like cane sugar.
It's like regular
or
sugar,
like that, right?
Yeah.
It's like dust. Yeah.
It's like all of it falls off, and you get like a bag of fucking sugar at the bottom of the. Yeah, it was fucking terrible. That's why I'm a fucking fat ass now.
You gotta lick the donut so you get the rest of that sugar at the bottom. Yeah.
Anyway, so the gas station there, like right next to the fucking high school, would give you like refills for like a fucking quarter of sweet tea. So people would keep these fucking shitty styrofoam cups and like fucking keep like going back and getting like refills like throughout the day of like sweet tea and shit.
Awesome. This is the plight
and it was like it's fucking awful, isn't it? It really is like. And then you'd go to the fucking swimming hole. You go to the fucking, which was 69 degrees. Very nice. Right? It was 69 degrees. Yeah, jump in that 69 degree water when it's fucking 98 out. All right? Tell me how that fucking feels.
It feels frozen in Florida when you do that.
Oh, yeah. It's ridiculous. And then you see those fucking old dudes just chilling out in there all day. Like, just fucking chilling. Like, Live Oak was fucking insane. So, the only story historically, like, good about Live Oak is during the fucking Abraham Lincoln assassination. So, Live Oak has a bunch of natural, like, springs, mineral springs, right? So, like, we actually had giant hotels there for, like, ever. And then, like, people, that was, like, the big town in Florida was shit like that, right?
It was a
and they had these big resorts. Yep, so there's still ruins there now from that shit that looks like fucking Greek fucking ruins and shit. You go out there now with like fucking waterfalls and shit. It's like fantasy bullshit. Anyway, they one of the fucking people during the Abraham Lincoln assassination, the guy that was like mentally challenged and went and got the what is it? I want to say Van Buren, but I don't think it was the guy that had just gotten into a carriage accident. Right, it was like the Secretary of State or something like that, right? And he had this like big neck brace on, and the guy went to like slit his throat, and he had the neck brace, and the guy beat him down the street with a cane, right? Like, anyway, they asked that guy's mother after like the hangings for the assassination and stuff, right? Well, what are you gonna do now that this trial's over? And she's like, well, I'm going to get out of the big city of Live Oak and get to a more small town life. I'm going to head to this little place called Orlando, right? So, now, like, fucking Orlando's a terrible, gigantic city that like is just fucking Disneyville, USA.
Yep.
Like.
Yep. That's why Disney
Yep.
went there. He's like, wait, the middle of Florida is empty? Got it.
Yep.
He's like,
Yeah, pretty much. My buddy is a concert level trumpet player, right? Works there as like fucking one of the like, you know, one of the performers, I think, during like that fucking old time USA bit at Disney World and shit.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Disneyland, whichever one it is. And he's like, he tells me fucking horror stories of like what the fucking staff have to go through.
Yeah.
At like Disney World, like, and it's fucking like it's. He's like, people fucking cry. It's fucking like, you know.
Yeah, I've heard it's absolutely like appalling what they do.
Yeah.
Like, can't break character for any reason.
Anything.
But
Yeah,
like, not
and it's
only
like,
not only are the characters in character, when you're a staff member, you have to be in character as a
character.
Disney person.
Disney, right?
You have to be a Disney person. It's like crazy.
Oh yeah.
It's like
the
cuckoo.
secret trap,
It's like a cult.
secret trap doors to take the fucking dead people out. You know, because you can't see dead people at Disney. They have a hospital underground, dog. They like, you know,
Isn't that like super exclusive club? It's like Studio Club 54.
yeah, that's just their bar district. So Disney didn't want a bunch of bars taking tourist shit, so they designed that fucking little like strip of fucking bars where drunk people can bar hop at Disney places.
Downtown
you know?
Disney.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Florida, I got a little treat for you. This is something I made a while back. It's for a fake movie that's never going to come out, but it's about Florida.
Nice.
And I think, and hopefully I don't get DMCA'd for this because I got some music in there. But fuck it, who cares? It's called Florida Man. Let's see.
I literally bought a
Fake
book.
movie trailer.
I literally bought a
Fucking
book
love that
called
shit.
Florida Man from the thrift store.
Was that right next to your copy of Hoot?
Who?
You know, Hoot.
It's next to the electric Kool-Aid acid test.
Yeah.
Nice.
Do you remember Hoot? The fucking fucking what are those things called? Hoot. HOOT. It's done by.
Make sure you tell them to watch out for Florida, man.
What's Florida, man?
Carl Hyacin.
He climbed on top of playground equipment and started yelling in front of kids, telling them where babies come from.
A man in Florida was arrested after officials accused him of throwing a 3.5-foot alligator through a Wendy's drive-thru window.
That makes sense.
Yo, now let's journey down to Florida, home of the wild shit.
We're not doing anything wrong. I have him standing in the middle of the road. All you have to do is beat the horn or lower the window and tell him to
He smells ganja. No. Why is he purple?
He said he had a bad reaction after smoking meth and asked if the deputies could test the narcotics quality, even driving the substance to the sheriff's office.
Florida man steals this ultimate driving machine after he's told he can't buy it with food stamps.
What is it, BMW?
Yes.
Pretty hard to miss, as you can see. They found the machine. He was caught on camera naked when stealing it.
A man was arrested last week in Port St. Lucie after police say they spotted him drunk, riding a lawnmower.
Oh, I've seen that. That's just all over here. That's how you get your beer home, man.
By chasing him with a tractor.
You know, it's not drunk driving if you're driving a lawnmower.
Slashes 88-year-old woman's tires with ice pick for sitting in his seat during this 5-letter game. Bingo.
Bingo.
Smile and laugh, my friend. My life is
is
300 years of
amazing.
life.
Why are you 300 years old?
That's fucking funny. We'll make this movie.
Every
I'm
time I
down.
see that, I think of you, Reef. I'm like, Florida man. Oh, he's all in the thick of it too, man.
Yeah, I'm like right here. I'm in that panhandle. I'm like right, like Like you got if like it's the dick, I'm like right where the balls meet the shaft. Like I'm like right there, right in there.
Wow.
Like if you go over to Panama City, that's like the taint. You got to go a little further. You got to go like right around,
That's where
like,
I grew
right
up
in
in
there.
Panama City. I was born in PC.
Yeah, Panacea. That's where I'm at.
I almost
You know where
drowned in
Panacea is
Panama
at?
City.
Panasewer?
I almost, yeah,
Did
I almost
you?
drowned there. Yeah, it
That
was.
makes
I was.
sense.
I was on. Okay, well, all right. So this was a long time ago, and I'm a different person now. But I was at a church camp, and we went. We were in the swimming pool, and I couldn't swim very well. And this really, really hot chick that I really liked. I'm trying to score at a church camp, so you know that tells you where my
Like you do.
my
It's tough.
moral compass was
But
at the
not
time.
impossible.
She was
Very
cute
not
until
possible.
Actually, probable maybe.
I got in the.
Yep.
I got.
You tried
well,
hard enough.
Well, it was
Not even.
impossible after one point because I got in the deep end of the pool and I'm like thrashing around. I couldn't swim for shit, and she dove in to save me, and I almost drowned her too. And the rest of the time, she just hated my ass because I almost killed her.
You didn't,
So,
wait, you didn't do Mississippi swimming lessons where your cousins throw you into the fucking river and just see if you'll make it? You didn't do that?
No, my dad threw me. My dad threw me in a creck. He threw me in a creck, and I almost drowned.
Yeah,
And he had to,
yeah.
and he
Like
had to
red
come in
crick
and get
or-
me. He thought like, oh, he's gonna make it, and I'm like, you know, I'm not Aquaman, motherfucker. And he came in and like,
He
you
just
know,
grabs you
shit.
by the hair, pulls you up, puts you back
Yeah.
on the thing, and does it
Yeah,
again.
it was,
You'll
yeah.
figure it out.
And I thought for sure I was really gonna score with that chick at a
I
church
was all
camp too.
bourgeois with my swimming lessons.
Right?
Yeah, I was like a pollywog with my little lesson.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
my mother, marine biologist, thought, oh, I know. We should probably make sure he knows how to swim before they throw him in a river. Like, you know,
Well,
that's probably a good move.
I had my kickboard. I was like at 5. I was killing
Little
it.
boogie
yo.
board.
Well, here's the southern thing. It's like
and shit.
so they have like southern people have like well, at least back in the day they used to have a lot of kids, right? So what they do is they throw you in the creek. And if you can swim, all right, you learned how to swim. And if you can't swim, well, you know, that's one less mouth to feed.
Yeah.
So
Easily replaceable.
and it was the South, so you
Yep.
could get away with murder. It was fine.
Darwin
what happened?
approved.
Where's
Yep.
little Johnny?
Survival of the fittest.
We lost him last week.
Yeah.
He's down in the Gulf of Mexico
throw
by
someone
now.
in the creek, you gotta cut the ice out. You know, it's just harder in Canada to do that shit. You gotta like move the snow, cut through the ice. Like,
Yeah, y'all have like those
then you throw
Fargo
the kid in
murders
the
up
creek.
there, right? Y'all
Bunch of
like
ice holes.
putting people
What's
in wood
that?
chippers and shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, people
Actually,
get cabin
I
fever and
shit. Like today got caught in a wood chipper.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
Jesse-
you Google a wood chipper in Ontario.
Jesse, how do they murder people around your parts? How do they murder people where you live? Let's compare notes, y'all.
I cannot disclose my methods. Sorry. What?
I mean, shotguns are pretty popular in the South. I'm gonna tell you right now. You know, and then pigs.
We got a shitload
Pigs
of
afterwards are important.
People just disappear.
Pigs will eat you.
Because pigs can get through a body and like, you know, like, and they leave nothing left. They eat everything. So
Red Dead
you
Redemption
give it to
2
the pigs.
taught us that. They taught us that there's this one side quest where you got to kill somebody and let the pigs eat them. So,
Yep.
yeah, it was pretty cool.
In case you
Yeah.
needed to know.
Yeah.
In case you needed to know. Yeah,
And
don't
it makes-
fuck with fucking Southerners shit, dude. They fuck up shit. They're fucking years of inbreeding. Don't fucking. They took those morals right out. You know, they don't give a fuck. They fucking that chromosome got braided, son. You know.
Yeah.
Like,
And when a pig eats a human too, it makes the meat tender. So you know it's kind of
yes, it does. All that fear.
And you fall right off the bone, son. And you fall right off the bone. Oh, it tastes like human.
Missing people. One of the big problems up here is a lot of indigenous women go missing, and RCMP is not as great at searching for them as the others. So,
Well, you think the horses could at least find something? You know, like
no, they
the
only
mount.
stomp on people.
Yeah, fucking.
All right.
All you got to do is just wander out to the
ponies.
You just got to wander up to the Northern Territories, and that's it, right? You're done, right? You're toast. Nobody's going to find you up there, right? Because what you have 35.
There's so much like barren land up here because it's really spread out. So like essentially, the more north you go, the farther and farther you are from like any other cities.
Yep.
Yeah, that's where you.
I mean, I definitely think we should defund the Mounties, giving them mini horses. You know, I feel like that
Shetland
that
ponies
would be a lot easier for them. Yeah, dude.
Mini horses and baton.
Excuse me, sir.
You can do that. You can have guns and big horses again.
What was it?
Until then, each department gets one burrow, and you have to share them.
Do you know about Scan BC? Scan BC is the funniest shit. It's on Twitter. So it's literally like police scanner for like Vancouver.
Oh, okay.
You know,
British Columbia. Okay.
Yeah. Crews are responding to the parking lot at Darrell Bay near the ferry dock for a vehicle doing donuts that has struck a utility pole. Like it's all shit like that. Like,
nice.
Like, I'm trying to look for good ones. Is there like a way to like fucking get by likes?
Those small towns, every crime is solved in 20 minutes. Can you give me a description? Yeah, it was George. We'll go pick up George then. He's at home.
And they know who George is, right? They know, yeah.
With the kids today, he's at work. So.
Police are responding to reports of a female running around naked under the Bay Street Bridge.
Like you do.
There's an area in Vancouver that's really bad for drugs. I can't remember the name of it, but it's really bad for like homelessness and drugs.
Yeah. And that seems like the place to go shop, right? Like, you know.
Well, I think there's a street called Rogers, something or other, down from it, that is a bunch of really cool shops. So, maybe.
Police are responding to the 2000 block of Oak Bay Avenue after an intoxicated male offered up his liquor to some children. Like, hey kids.
I got to say something to Elle in the chat here. You can murder people in a small town. It is very possible.
Oh.
People go on vacations. Hello. And
Cletus went hunting. I ain't seen him in like a week.
It's a lot easier to murder someone in a small town if you're not from there.
Very much so. I mean,
random comes through.
Live Oak right there. I lived on I-10, not on like Highway 90, right? Like there's like a little bit longer. You get the Mayo Bridge and then like I-10, right? I was like on the west side, right? Ted Bundy dropped a body right on that bridge, like fucking
Bundy went
10 minutes from my house.
He went down to Gainesville, got a few girls there. Bundy was everywhere, man.
Yeah.
Isn't that one of the biggest problems for like for catching serial killers? Is just like the big stretches of highways.
Yeah, I mean, and like international.
A lot of times when they do eventually catch someone, it was like, oh, he was a trucker of some sort, or
that's right. That's how they
could, like travel. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how they when you throw a body out on a like an interstate like that. That's also a way to mark where the next Cracker Barrel is going to be built. So They say, oh, you smell that? You smell that, Ernie? Yeah, we're going to put a Cracker Barrel right over here. That's good. Oh, there's two bodies. We're going to put two Cracker Barrels. You want some Cracker Barrel, don't you?
You want some of those chicken and dumplings, do you? You think about those fucking chicken and dumplings?
No, I'm a meatloaf guy through and through.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to play?
Here's what I do. Here's a really good insight into why my blood pressure is like it is. I love to take meatloaf, put some mashed potatoes on it, put a little mac and cheese on that, put some corn on that.
Oh shit!
A little bit of ketchup.
That's real.
And then just
that's so American.
Casserole it all together and just
put together a sandwich.
Now, if there's cornbread around, I'll also crumble a little cornbread on the top just to get extra shitty. But you know,
just sandwich with two
cornbread and eggs.
We all make mistakes.
Cornbread and eggs in the morning. Cornbread and eggs in the morning when you got leftover cornbread.
Oh fuck, I can't remember what it was called. Porky's? It was called Porky's.
Yes.
In the Keys. Or no. No, the Stuffed Pig. It was called the Stuffed Pig. Porky's was a bar. Stuffed Pig is a breakfast joint. And they did biscuits and gravy. Biscuits with a fried gator tail.
Yeah, it is.
And, oh my god, that combo of gator and sausage gravy. Like, it's unreal.
Are you a citizen of the Conch Republic? Do you have your card?
We never actually bothered to fill out the whole thing. But
okay, I think I got mine somewhere.
For you guys is like that white gravy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a white pepper gravy.
Yeah.
Like on country fried steak and stuff like that?
Like sawmill. Yeah.
But
sawmill gravy.
With gator tail. Like, I had a friend that he'd never tried gator, and we were working a beer thing at Bonnaroo together. And they had a place that had biscuits and gravy, and they had all these little southern dishes, and they had gator tail. And he was like, "Oh, of course you're from Florida. You eat fucking gator." I was like, "You seriously never tried it? You need to try it." I was like, "It's like chicken and fish had a baby. It really, like, just for you, you know." And he tries it, and then every single day we're at Bonnaroo, that's what he gets for like lunch and dinner. He's just going and just throwing down money on the gator plates. It was so funny.
So
but it was delicious. Like, what's not to love?
I used to live in Naples before Live Oak, right? Okay. And like they're connected to that. I lived like right next to the Panther Reserve. Anyway, not that far, you get to the swamp, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, the river of grass over there. You fucking make it to. And have you ever heard of swamp chicken? Have I told you about swamp chicken?
No, but I'm intrigued.
Okay, so swamp chicken. So do you remember like in the early 2000s, late 90s? There was like commercials on television late at night to get your own like ostrich farm, right?
Yes.
So what happened was that a bunch of people in Miami decided to do that, right? And then they decided that was too hard of a thing to do, and they had all these ostriches, and they were like, well, fuck them, just take them out to the swamp and let them go, right? Like they did the anacondas and the iguanas and the Komodo dragons and all the other exotic fucking shit. I'm sure there's some Siberian tigers out there if you look hard enough. But anyway, ostriches figured out that they are tailor-made for this environment of like grassland. Like they can literally walk on water going like fucking 60 miles an hour. It's insane. And they can like murder folks. Like they'll just take the fucking beak and like fucking smash that shit and you're done. And they're territorial as shit. They're like a giant fucking bird. You ever seen a rooster? Like those fucking things are assholes, let alone a fucking male goose.
Terrifying.
Roosters
Emus
are
kill
assholes.
more people than sharks every year. They don't fuck around.
Yeah, emus are super dangerous, especially with their feet.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, fucking ganders have probably killed a couple people.
And they're so
fucking male
unpredictable.
gooses.
That weird, like, it's like a
the fucking
on acid,
snakehead
you know? You don't know where
thing.
they're zigging or they're zagging. It's just
Anyway, like you go on a little fucking swamp.
Your chest.
See,
You go on a little fucking swamp safari, right? And fucking one of those things be fucking looking at you this way, running at like 60 this way, like just fucking straight, like fucking booking it. You know, like they're fucking little dinosaurs. But yeah, they have no natural predators, maybe other than the gators, and they're just like, I'm not going over there to that part of the water. Like, I'm not doing that. Like, that's not a log. That's a fucking thing that'll fuck me up. I'm gonna stay over here. Like, you know.
Your options are either keep sleeping in the water or go fight an ostrich.
Even then, I've seen otters fuck up fucking gators. Like that, gators are big, dumb, like lizards. You know,
dude, ostriches
definitely
they can get fucking
They're like little tiny fucking water dogs. They're like little fucking water dogs. Oh yeah, they fucking do. You know, they also
with Yeti.
They also hold hands.
Yes,
we're talking about like bay otters.
Shit is what they are.
Yeah, they're totally into public displays of affection because they always get called out by the swamp chickens. Like, hey, why don't you do that at home?
Chickens.
Some people don't appreciate that shit. I'm just a snakehead.
It's like,
all right.
It's like the chickens in Fallout. They just fucking got irradiated and got massive. Like fucking. You know, just fucking swat you. Like, what is that, boy? That's a chicken. Like, okay. You know, those
I was
things
at
are dumb.
long time ago. I was I went to go visit a friend in Kenner, Louisiana, right outside New Orleans, and we went to this all-you-can-eat this kind of fish shack seafood buffet place in Bush, Louisiana. So you had to go across. You had to go north across the causeway, and it was right on the other side of the bridge there. And they had alligator sausage. They had there. I wasn't too keen on that, but I tried the frog legs. They kind of taste like waterlogged chicken.
Could fuck up frog legs.
Yeah, it was. I mean, this place was. I mean, you know, but they had like all these places always have like the razor thin like fried catfish too. You know.
Oh yeah,
like
that's where they keep cutting the catfish in half, shaved catfish. They're just like cutting it in half.
Like real.
You get more breading.
So good, yeah.
You get more breading. So yeah.
There's a place outside of New Orleans, right? I think it's I-55 that goes north there, I think, out of there. But it's called Mittendorf's, and it has it. You get like the razor thin catfish, and has a Beta beer. Like that's like a local brew there, and it's so good. But at in Bush, Louisiana, there was a bar across the street called Dick's, DICK''S. So we said, Dick's in Bush. Anyway, yeah, that was our joke for
Dick's
the
Sporting
night.
Goods.
Yeah, it was.
There's probably Dick's Sporting Goods too. They're all over the South. A lot of dick in the South.
No, this was a bar because there were like some people throwing up outside. I know, like there may not be people that throw up outside of a sporting goods place, but it may be some, but it may be for a different reason. I don't know.
If you're named Richard, why do you choose Dick as a nickname? Who decides that, you know, like, was it just one Richard was such a dick that from then on they had to, like, you know what I'm saying?
Are there people now, like are there
no one chooses that?
Would
Dick Cheney.
Are young people today named, who are named Richard, do they call them Dick? I don't think they do, because they're like
Ricky, like all those are better.
Ricky,
you know. If my name was Richard, I would absolutely be Dick.
I think Dick Tracy. I think Dick Tracy made it like popular, so everyone wanted to be a dick, and then someone fucked it up. Someone fucked it up somewhere.
Yep.
Right.
That's what happened.
I mean, when was periodically I would just be like, "How's it going, Dick?" He's just like, "I hate you."
When was like penis involved in Dick? Because that may play a good portion here of like. Was it just one dick that were like everyone was like, oh, that guy, you know,
one dick,
like
two dick, three dicks.
The first porn star's name was Dick.
Yeah, probably that was probably it. You know,
Change the world.
Change the world. Now everyone people have been calling penises dicks for the last 50 years because of Richard.
But who was the first Richard named Dick, though? Who was the first Richard that got called Dick? I wonder who that was.
I don't know. Does it, like, how far is like King Richard III? Like,
they didn't call him King Dick the Third. They didn't call him Dick the Third.
Not to his face.
Yo, what's up, Dick 3? Dick 3, yeah!
Dick the Third.
Richard the Third. Dick 3. He's Dick 3.
Dickie 3.
Dickie 3.
Old Dickie 3. But now he's like he's from New Jersey. Fucking, yo, what's my servants doing over there, huh? Fucking, like, just fucking, yo, it's fucking Dickie 3's fucking, Lord of the fucking Shore tomorrow. The fuck?
Now I gotta find this out. I have to search this. Dick is a nickname.
You gotta search it up.
I got
this
to.
This is more important than the history of St. Patrick's Day. This is much more
for sure.
Yeah, only there's not gonna be a cheesy video with this, fortunately. This is Dick is a nickname most often for Richard, which likely originated in the Middle Ages as rhyming slang for Rick, as did William, Will, Bill, and Robert.
Someone wrote
Rob,
a limerick.
Bob.
Ooh.
Yep.
The modern
like there
association.
once was a man from Nantucket.
The modern association with penis is more recent, arising from dick becoming a cliche name for any man, as in Tom, Dick, and Harry. Wow.
Gotcha.
The origin story of dick.
Well, hey,
The more
Tom,
you
Dick,
know.
and Harry, was Dick like the shitty one out of Tom, Dick, and Harry? Because we don't say, "Oh, you're such a Harry." What is that about? How did Dick
the shitty one? He says, "Come on."
Now we're gonna start using Tom. Hey, Tom.
Yeah, well,
Fucking Tom.
How they single out Dick out of that though?
Poor Tom didn't do anything. He's just getting associated.
Yeah, Tom's just guilt by association there, I think, because we used to say
I was just thinking, like, I didn't do anything, man.
we used to say Tom had a dick who was hairy. That was Harry, and that was how we learned that. We didn't have the internet back then. We had to use our imagination a lot. So,
But Dick would have been after the phrase Tom, Dick, and Harry was invented, so they had to have Tom, Dick, and Harry, and then they added the phallic nature to Dick, and then you got your thing of Tom's dick was hairy.
Right.
So, like, there's a whole Dick timeline here.
It's like
right?
Inception
Like,
with dicks.
Yep. You know?
The formal, though, is
Dick
Thomas,
inside a
Richard,
dick.
and Harold. So that's Thomas, Richard, and Harold. But then it was too many letters, so they had to shorten it to Tom, Dick, and Harry.
That makes sense.
Marvel origin story of Tom, Dick, and Harry. That we made up.
I've never met a Richard though. Like it's always they always shorten it.
Yeah.
Like I've met people that have the name Richard, but that's not what they go by. They're like Rick or Ricky or whatever. Like I've never met someone who's like, call me Richard. Like no, I've never had like. In
America, yeah. But if you go to the UK, there's a lot. I bet there's a lot of Richards in the UK, like Richard Medhurst.
Probably, yeah. I guess I have then.
There's no dicks over there, are there?
But isn't he like? He's called Richie though, right? Everyone calls him Richie.
They do, but
Richie Rich.
His proper name is Richard.
Yeah, fucking Richard. Dude, he speaks fucking like 8 languages. He can get the fuck out of here.
It's mad imperialist to go by Richard in the UK, though, isn't it?
Probably. I mean, he probably got a fucking shot at the throne at this rate.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You okay, Jess?
Yes. Yeah, standing up for Assange.
Dude, you need a different apple, bro. You should have used like a golden delicious.
A green Granny Smith.
That Granny Smith's a little sour, you know.
You smoke it out of apples like it's
Jesse Chet. Buy yourself a glass apple pipe, please. They're super cheap. You could find one.
Yeah, stop smoking out of the fucking apples, man. Like it's fucking biblical times, dude. What the fuck, man?
They also make.
We have glass now.
Biblical times, they'd roll it with fucking Bible paper, but we have
paraphernalia for you.
Can pipe that's glass. It looks like a fucking someone crushed the fucking Pepsi can and poked the holes.
Is your telephone like 2 tin cans with string between it? Come on, man. What are you fucking Amish? What the hell, man? I have to smoke.
He's been playing a fucking cigar box guitar all along. We just didn't know.
He lives in a fucking cabin, man. Leave him alone, dude.
He does, man. It's very woodsy. I love it.
That sounds like that fucking room looks like Pink Floyd should be playing in it, you know? Like there should be a record of Pink Floyd playing in that room all the time. Like the amount of wood paneling in that room dictates.
You're like in the Brady Bunch rec room, man.
No other wall in this room has that. Like it's a very, very long rectangle.
Don't fuck up the illusion, Jesse. Come on, man. We have a picture of you.
Accent wall.
That was the 4th wall. Sorry.
Jesus, man. You don't show the cameras. Don't pan and show the cameras. What the fuck's wrong with you? Come on, man.
We thought you were in the cabin, and now you're just in the toilet.
You know what it looks like? It needs to like flip around to fucking Mila Kunis and then go to fucking like 70s show fucking basement.
Something else that's gonna blow your mind. Another deep cut here. This fireplace isn't even functional anymore.
What?
This is just the basement fireplace. This doesn't even
I mean, that would make sense since the couch is in front of it.
I don't even know you anymore, man. What the fuck, dude?
Bro.
Illusion shattered.
You can tell which album.
Cat fell through recently, so it's been kind of haphazardly pushed back into place. He found a way to get up in between the basement floor and the main floor, and he will come into this room, and I can hear him walking on top of the drop panels. And one day he just fucking split one and fell.
That's why they call it a drop panel. Yeah.
Yep.
You can tell which Pink Floyd album is playing by how like cigarette stained the drop ceiling is. You know. Like you get to like which shade of yellow is it? Like okay, we're at like Dark Side of the Moon.
A little
we're at the
table
wall
on my left that has a speaker set up on it, and the next time I'm on Reefer After Dark, I will out of this for you.
Fucking Pink Floyd, dude. That was like dude. That was like every time I got high in Florida, it somehow managed to be in a fucking wood paneled room with someone playing Pink Floyd. I'm like, dude. I know, like, time travel is not supposed to exist, but it kind of feels like it is, you know? Like, it kind of feels like I just went back in time.
I remember a few times specific songs that, like, my mom would be like, oh my god, this takes me to a specific moment. And there are absolutely records. My early stoner years, there was a lot of Zeppelin and Yes, and Still Like Close to the Edge. And
a lot of Wham.
To the edge, down
a bunch of Wham.
I'm just like right there. It's like specific moments. Yeah.
Oh
man.
Fucking Wham. You were just listening to Wham in between fucking Led Zeppelin and fucking.
It's kind of
a cool down. I'm making myself.
That's a fucked up palate cleanser, dude.
Wake me up before you go.
That is a fucked up palate cleanser, dude. You go from Led Zeppelin to Wham. What the dude, man?
Right.
Jesus, man.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine that fucking opener? Like you fucking tonight at the Gulf Coast Coliseum. Fucking Wham.
Zeppelin and Wham.
With special guest Crocus.
Wham is the headliner. Wham's headliner. Zeppelin is the warm-up act.
Yeah.
That's some Rickrolled shit.
Crocus. Yeah. And
it's
Gore.
Like fucking
Gore.
Next Sunday sticks. Like fucking
so here's a fun Zeppelin story. I used to get off of work and go to the bookstore, and I would smoke a bowl in the parking lot, go in, and like I'd have to find a book that I didn't know existed before, and like every night kind of find something new. And
you just keep forgetting the Kama Sutra. Sorry, what?
I learned that bookstore was the ideal place to meet somebody because typically someone's interests are like literally right above their head on a little sign, and then you just kind of have some chatting material. Well, one night I'm talking to this girl over in the music section, and I was holding this Led Zeppelin autobiography that was like coffee table kind of fucking heavy tome of Led Zeppelin.
Right.
And we talked for a long time, and things are going really well. I'm like, I'm really liking this girl. And all of a sudden, she's like, what book do you have there? And I'm like, oh, it's a Zeppelin autobiography. And she goes, oh. And I'm like, fucking excuse me? Like, what? Oh. She goes, well, I just always felt like they were more entertainers and not real musicians. And I said, I think we should
a bit highbrow.
I walked away. I was like, we're done here. I'm sorry, we're done here.
She's like, I prefer Mozart.
Like, Jesus Christ.
I prefer Wham. They're real musicians. Wham.
Right.
It all comes back to Wham, those assholes.
Wow. In that moment, I was just like, okay, I got to get away from this person now. But if I had it to do over again, there's so many other bands. I'm like, please tell me, like, what's your idea of real musicians? Because I'm sure she's like, well, here's this new Arcade Fire album I just purchased or something. Just like whatever kind of pretentious shit she was going to pull out on me. I was like, oh my God.
The Cure.
You're too good for Led Zeppelin. Like, I'm sorry. This was going so well, but no. Oh, man. I've never just I was just like, yeah. Oh, okay, bye.
She hands you a Skillet CD. Just fucking here you go.
If you're not listening,
hard, right?
If you're not listening to Taco, then we're done here. Okay, putting on the Ritz is got to be the epitome of music.
Oh man, it
Putting on the Ritz.
Putting.
That's on my playlist on Spotify.
Yep.
I was listening to it today.
In the 80s.
That's your workout playlist?
Falco did a cover of that.
I just have a playlist that I use at the bakery.
Yep.
Or driving, or wherever. It's just random music I like.
Yeah, that's.
Oh.
There's so much stuff that I like, way more than things I don't like. There's only a handful of genres that I don't really, enjoy. So like my mixed CDs back in the day would like make people's heads explode because it just kind of jumped from one thing to another, and it's.
Yep.
That was me in like high school, man. I would listen to like pop punk. I would listen to like alt rock. I would listen to hip hop. I would listen to like gangster rap. I would listen to everything all at once.
It's like why does your iPod go from like Frank Sinatra to fucking like why does it do that like to Biggie, like Frank Sinatra to Biggie to fucking like
I
like,
and then I have an S Club 7 song, so
right.
Something like Spotify, like seeing their algorithm try to come up with suggestions for you when the last three things you listen to are like Leon Redbone, Frank Ocean, and Lamb of God.
Yeah.
It's just like,
yeah,
what
like
do you want from me?
Yeah.
Google's just like, what is wrong with you?
I'm like 40s jazz, math metal, Amy Winehouse. Like, let's just keep going.
Sublime, Evanescence, fucking, you're just going through like, fucking, you got Flowbots on here. What the fuck is this? Like,
Flowbots.
You're just fucking going through and shit. You got Flight of Conchord album, Weird Al. You're just scrolling through your iPod. You still got that thing with that you downloaded off fucking LimeWire that still got the Bill Clinton, shit underneath it. You haven't deleted that yet. Like, fucking Frostwire, LimeWire.
I just want to say goodbye and thanks for having me on tonight.
Yes,
I'll
sir.
see you guys again, I'm sure.
Have a good one, Yeti.
Arrivederci.
Yeti, you're now that you've been on, now if you've broken your extra Bulla cherry, you are now official friend of the show. Congratulations. We have no parting gifts, unfortunately, except a hearty goodbye and a fuck off if you're into that kind of thing too. But if not, we'll just give you a hearty goodbye. So you take which one you like. Okay?
Wash your ass, friend.
Wash your ass in the great white north there. Yeah, tell Rush we said hi, okay?
All right, well.
Yeah.
Every Canadian knows Rush. They know him personally.
Yep.
They because there's only 35 million people, so Rush kind of sleeps
them
over
and
people's
Ricky.
houses.
They're telling Ricky kitties are supposed to smell like kitties, not cigarettes. They're doing it up. Kitties are supposed to smell like kitties, Ricky.
I think Misty
touch my belly.
Misty was supposed to be here tonight, and I think she said that's too much sausage. She couldn't handle this, so she's got that new show of hers on TNT Radio. I think TNT, is it called TNT Radio?
Is it like right after the NBA game in Shawshank Redemption?
I exude an awful lot of testosterone and masculinity, and I feel like it's intimidating for some people. That I can see why it would be like, you know what? That's just like, whoa! Like let's slow the roll a little bit.
well, with Misty though. With Misty though, she's one of the boys though. She's one of the boys though. I think it's just
she has more testosterone than I do.
She's more of a man than I am.
She's fucking killing it. Dude, don't look at her workouts, dude. You'll feel embarrassed. She's fucking killing that shit. She's fucking
I would
crossfitting it up hard
on the floor from a heart attack if I tried to do
that.
I get tired just looking at it. I can't. I'll just go oof. I'm winded.
She got so many shows
water
now. I can't
she
keep
does.
up with her.
3 hours a day on
everyone's
there.
Got too many.
I think
now
it's like 3 to 6.
Going over to Slow News Day in the morning so they could cover it before everyone.
Yeah. They're going to Vegas.
And I don't know who's going to take Pasta's place on. Have we figured that out?
Reef, you should
Does that
totally do
happen,
it.
or is Fee gonna do it? Fuck yeah,
You
I'll
would-
do it. Like,
she
I don't
would.
give a
She'd
shit.
get the rest. She'd get the rest for like 2 hours, and you
Switch-
could just like do the whole
switch
fucking thing, man.
Yeah, switch fucking pasta out for reefer, and you should be good to go. Like that seems like a decent day.
You just got to do
carbs,
that. It's always appreciated on the couch.
Appreciated on the couch.
There you go.
Just fucking steal all the fucking and whatnot.
Well, he's not going to be on the couch anymore, so you could. It's not his shtick anymore, so you could totally do it.
Wait. Are we gonna have to casting couch the couch?
Not the casting couch. I don't think Fia would be down for that.
Wait,
I don't think she
is
would.
he
be
just
down.
gonna
No, I'm just saying, like, we're gonna have to have casting to cast for the convo couch. Do we have to get another couch to cast on? Like, what, you know? It's
You're gonna
really
have
not.
to
It's really more of a love seat anyway.
I was about to say,
Like,
if it's already a couch, then you have to step down to a love seat for casting. That's the rules. I don't.
That's what as they get bigger studios, they should just get a larger and larger couch, like a whole sectional at some point. Like
sectional, yeah.
Yep. Fucking brought to you by Lazy Boy. Fucking like.
I'll tell you.
On the couch. What if he's still on the couch, but he's on a different couch? There's just more couches on the screen.
What they should do, cut the couch in half, right? Yeah. He gets half of the couch, and what they'll do is you just gotta build like another half so it stays, like so he can still sit in it. You know, like we'll green screen out that one half, and then we could just, but that's gonna be fucking hilarious. I do think that when they do get a better, we gotta get the convo sectional going. That'll be great. Puppo, what are you doing? What are you knocking over? God.
The convo lazy boy. That's what I want. I want to be like, here's your news. The news is I'm tired. And this feels
like
so good. A little massager back.
From the dad chair.
The combo chaise.
Yeah, the chaise lounge.
He's just like,
the combo.
Hi guys.
The convo patio furniture.
Chair.
Yeah, the convo.
Yeah. Fucking the beach chair out there.
Adirondack. Try that one.
The Adirondack.
Classy.
The convo ottoman. You gotta have the convo ottoman on top of the fucking.
The convo tire swing. You could have.
Okay.
It writes itself. Fee, I hope you're watching because you're welcome. First off, for all this free, consulting for your show. So, Fee's like, I'm not watching these fucking knuckleheads. Fuck these
Pool
guys.
chair.
She's just floating. Oh my god, that'd be dope as hell. She's just floating, telling the news. Like,
I know, and that noise, you got that.
The fucking inflatable chair.
Sharp image massage recliner.
Yeah,
Look.
fuck yeah. The convo massage chair. Oh, fuck yeah. Tonight in Ukraine, there's like.
The Azov militia. Oh, fuck, I can't do anything in this goddamn chair. She's got like PTSD after the fucking show. She's just sitting there just like I don't know. I feel relaxed, but fuck, I can't say a goddamn word.
You gotta stop halfway through and put another quarter in.
I like the hotel bands. Oh God, I was gonna kick Cabello hair there for a second. That was great. Oh fuck.
the combo Walmart.
Clip it. Cut
The
shit.
Walmart chair that. The entire time.
This is okay. This is
The convo heart. The convo blood pressure monitor at Walmart.
Oh God. Dude, wait.
Watch a rerun at a later point. It is imperative that you view this moment in time not as a new path, but as one of the
main things that can pivot to like a dozen different tracks because you've got so many spin-offs here just waiting to be born.
Yep.
It's a fucking gold mine, is what it's.
This is how you get 1 million viewers. It's like Jimmy.
The Convo Hammock is going to be a great stream. We'll do it in fucking some tropical location. You know,
the Convo slip and slide. I want to see a slip and slide.
Dare I say, Warren? I think this has accelerated into a think tank. I think we've.
Yes.
Really,
oh, dude, I am totally sharing.
Gas all of a sudden.
I'm totally sharing this video at this timestamp on this video. So I've got the time right here. It's all good. She's going to be paying us money for all these great ideas. I'm telling you, she's going to be so excited that the possible like Chase Lounge or like a vibrating hotel bed.
That's what
the Convo movie chair. Like movie room share, just the fucking like big leather with the fucking lazy boy. Like that's gonna be a great stream. You know,
Convo Papa-san. You know,
the Papa-san, yeah, dude.
Papa-san,
yeah, the Convo beanbag chair. Woo!
Oh shit!
The Convo beanbag.
Yo, there was a whole beanbag chair store in Gainesville at the mall.
Yep, I remember that one.
That's the most college shit you've ever seen. A beanbag chair store. That's all they sold, and they like made money. Like what? That's crazy.
Yep.
Close your eyes and picture this one: the Convo Wicker Summit.
Yeah, the wicker is gonna be uncomfortable as fuck. You know,
if she gets
conversations demand uncomfortable chairs.
Chairs, yeah.
If she gets a really short co-host, she could have the Convo high chair and then have like a little tray there, so like the little person could be eating while she's doing the news, going, "Yes, mommy, that's good news. I made a mess."
We're just feeding them fucking like banana.
It's just a random baby. It's a random baby they just pulled off the street. They stole from some lady off the streets of LA and said, "You gonna be the new co-host, baby." I shit myself.
We have the technology to face swap Pasta's face onto the baby.
Oh, baby pasta! Baby pasta!
It'll be like baby, like boss baby.
They did that on Oz did that on Beauty and the Boomer. Oz did that on Beauty
tonight. We are just fucking fire boys.
Oz face swapped Pasta's face onto a baby on Beauty and the Boomer one night. We'll get with Oz and see if we could get that, because if we get that baby, he'll go, I don't want to eat my vegetables. I don't want to eat my vegetables.
And then Fee's going to do a late night show. Fee's going to do a late night show called the Convo Sling.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can see it.
I mean, the Convo hot tub. The Convo hot tub will probably be a dope one. You know?
Oh, the Convo.
You get the fog machine going in the background and everything. Like, you know.
Just like
the hot tub. And we get fucking Eddie Murphy to do the hot tub bit again.
You have guests,
Go ahead.
They are not allowed in the hot tub. They have to stand outside
the hot tub.
Wow.
Yep.
Fee's in there like on chill mode, like, no, you can't get in here. You can't get in here.
They have their no. Guests remain outside the hot tub. I'm sorry.
Guest remains outside between two hot tubs, and it's just no one's allowed in the hot tubs.
You have not earned your place in the hot tub. I am sorry.
You ate 30 minutes before this. You're not allowed to swim.
There's like biologies and shit in here. You don't want to get in this hot tub. You might get pregnant or something.
No.
I don't even know how that works. Oh, shit.
I could fucking do this all day. This is fucking great. Just different versions of Convo. Like the Convo shag carpet. They're just sitting on the floor.
When you franchise, you gotta get a little crazy, you know?
Ed Heller in the chat said the Convo bus stop. So you got the bench. It's just like she does news stories in between buses.
Convo bark bench.
And she has to get on the bus and then go to the next stop and get off and do the news there.
Take an endorsement.
Picnic table.
Welcome to a special edition of the Convo Chipotle. Here inside this Chipotle.
What'd you get, Pasta? I got a rice bowl. Fucking, like, you know.
I got a bean burrito.
Like, it's got beans. Yeah. Like.
There's always beans at the Convo Chipotle. Oh my God.
Convo Chipotle.
Convo Chipotle.
Pasta suddenly has like a career in commercials. And he just goes, it's always something in every commercial. He becomes that guy in all the commercials.
It's always.
It's always Aquafina. Fucking just like.
It's always diabetes when you drink the sweet tea at McDonald's.
Yep.
And
it sounds like he's about to start a baseball game, doesn't it? Like, it's always the ninth inning in the fucking like.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Shit.
It's like they're gonna fucking crank up an organ right after he says it. Like, fucking, you know.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
This just
I
evolved
fucking love
into
that shit.
madness. It just evolved into madness, and I am so happy it did.
The Convo love
really-
seat is still the fucking best. Like, you just get like an even smaller love seat. Like, what is
That
the
just
limit
sounds like-
on love seat to where it's a chair? Right? Like, how small a love seat is still a love seat.
How many inches
You know?
are we talking about here?
Right. Like, or metric. We can use like centimeters. It can be metric. It is going to look a lot bigger. In fact, you probably should use centimeters.
You need to have for each person your average rump plus like a quarter.
Oh,
like
Okay.
You know, you need to have a little bit of space, but you're okay being comfortable. You know, you can be like not right upon somebody, but you're okay.
But that's why it's a love seat, though. You got
it's a love
when
seat.
when
You're
it's
supposed to
love,
be
baby. You
pressed
gotta get
together,
together.
right.
You gotta get
Oh,
together.
So just two rows.
Even love seat.
It's like a rump and a half almost. Like
On the Convo love seat.
There
Yeah.
are plenty of times I'm sitting with my wife and she's like, "Don't touch me." So I would think.
Then that's not a love seat. That's a
like, you
get
have
the
to-
fuck
you have
away
to
from
leave
me
room for
seat.
Jesus.
That's a get the
That's
fuck
I'm
away
done
from me
having-
seat,
that's a I'm
Jesse.
done having kids. Get off me.
Right.
Get off me.
This vagina is
Oh,
closed
that
for
shit.
business, cowboy. You get your ass over in the Convo lazy boy, okay? I'm on this Convo. I'm on the Convo love seat by myself.
You gotta sleep on the Convo couch tonight.
The Convo spare bed in the guest bedroom.
The Convo futon. The Convo futon.
The Convo futon.
Yes.
That's after budget
Yes.
I have
Convo day bed.
Convo day bed.
A cajon. The Convo cajon.
So if I was about to say, if
Yep.
you could be a cajon, then we got a house musician. So there you go.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
That's the house band is on the Convo cajon. Like, you know.
Well, I think we've traumatized the chat enough. I've never seen like PTSD in text form, but I see it in the chat. So,
it's a shared bonding through traumatization. That's,
I just want to say you're welcome for that. So anyway, yeah, we should probably wrap it up because I drank 2 Coors Banquets and I've already peed in 1 can. So anyway, I probably shouldn't have shared that out loud, but it's fine. I like to speak the truth. So let's go around the horn here. Oh, I forgot to ask Yeti, but Yeti's got the Bread Lines, I think, is his show on YouTube. Isn't he doing the Bread Lines? He just started, so and he's taking his time, which is good. I mean, it's just going to be really good once he gets up and running. So we'll that's on YouTube right now.
you can find him on Twitter at Yeti Jesus.
Yeti Jesus,
You know,
definitely. Reef, what you got going on? You got some. You got a show tomorrow night, right?
I should have these 2 clowns coming on tomorrow with Noli D. That should be a good time.
Oh, nice.
You know,
I love Noli D, my future
So-
ex-wife. She's a beautiful girl.
Yep, your future ex-wife. Fantastic.
right.
We'll bring her on. We'll get that shit together. And then Sundays, we should have How Did We Miss That, I think, with Indy on Indy's channel. But yeah, you can find me on Twitter at Reef Freeland, right under here. and keep an eye out tomorrow for the 19 tweets that I'll schedule. For people to show up. So, come do that. Come smoke weed with the fam. Avoid all the problems in the world again, like you did tonight.
Beautiful.
So should be a good time.
Right on.
I'm definitely gonna be fucking blitzed for that one, like I am now. What?
Why work on my record when I could smoke more? Is kind of my rallying cry lately. So.
It'll help the record later. It'll be all right.
I don't even know why you asked the question. I thought it was just obvious. So, what? I mean, what happened, Jesse? What you're gonna? So you're gonna be on with this knucklehead. I don't even know if I'm pointing the right way. Tomorrow night.
There you go. Yeah.
Good. What else you got going on?
See, Monday I will be joining Misty on her new shindig on TNT.
Nice.
And that's about it. That's all I got on the horizon right now. Just trying to get off my ass and finish. I'm halfway through the new record and trying to just record the last 4 or 5 pieces. So
beautiful.
Yeah.
And Dick, you got. I'm sorry. I couldn't resist. Ricky, what?
Slick Dick 2003.
Slick Dick.
Yep.
Whoa.
That's his OnlyFans account.
Nice.
OnlyFams.
OnlyFams.
I'll be on Reef's show tomorrow night. That's the only place to be on a Friday night. Let's go. Let's do the thing.
Yep.
I'm constantly banned on YouTube because I don't talk about nice things on YouTube apparently, so they kick me off. Oopsie poopsie. But you can follow me on the old Twitter right here. Slick Dick 2003. I'm also
Slick Dick.
Dicky Rants.
Also known as Ricky Rants. Also not like
nice.
on Twitter, but they don't ban me on Twitter. I don't know how. I'm probably gonna get banned on Twitter soon.
Dicky
so
Rants is your Pornhub channel.
Oh my god. This is a family show, y'all. The Manson family, but still.
You can bleep it in post.
If you haven't seen Ricky's show on YouTube, once he's out of the Huskow, watch his show because it's really good, very informative, and the only reason he gets banned because he gets banned is because he tells the truth. So, that's pretty much why. And I just talk shit, so I haven't gotten banned yet, but I'm pretty sure that's going to happen.
I read the Pfizer documents and they say it's misinformation.
Mm-hmm.
Now if you read CNN, it's okay. Like, wait a second.
They don't.
I can just read.
They don't know how to read without the pictures. Man, they gotta have the pictures.
I know. You gotta have the pictures. I know.
Gotta have the pictures.
My bad.
You should go check out Jesse Jet's Bandcamp too. I don't know if he mentioned that. He might have.
Promote yourself, bitch. What the fuck's wrong with you, man? There's only like 12 people watching, but still.
I got records. A lot of people might not have heard my my nuclear themed 50s doo-wop EP, but it's up there.
Nice.
And let me say, if you have the means to record, get drunk and be your own barbershop quartet because it's a hoot. I highly recommend it. So, yeah.
Wait,
nice.
Do you four-part harmonize for yourself? Oh,
I did.
Okay.
It's 5 songs, kind of like Fallout-ish, kind of, nuclear wasteland. 50s themed. It's called the Geiger.
Yeah, here.
It's super fun.
Oppenheimer is using it for his campaign, like songs on the campaign.
I've got my next Cy Oppenheimer video ready to record. So hopefully.
Nice. Glad Cy's getting out here recording. That's great.
I kind of fell off. We've had a whole bunch of just like family shit and work shit and all this stuff going on.
Well, yeah, I mean, and Cy's trying to get reelected. He's on the phones a lot.
I was about to release that Cy video, and then I kind of went silent for a while. And I think it's hilarious.
Elizabeth Warren.
His last post says like, an awful lot of scandal has befallen this campaign. We will be releasing a statement soon. And now it's been 3 weeks and absolute silence, which is kind of on brand for the Oppenheimer campaign. So in a roundabout sort of way, I've really kept the bit going more than I intended to.
We're going to release a statement, but we're not going to tell you shit
it when he comes back.
Oh, well, no, I'm going to have to. He aggressively flashed a tour van full of seniors outside of a tennis match.
Oh, okay. That was in protest of the Russian tennis player.
It's true.
I mean, he's trying to stand for, blue and gold. They're his favorite colors.
Definitely blue. Definitely blue.
Definitely blue. He loves blue. He only had to add one more to that, and
that's what she said.
But he'll also use the opportunity to promote a book detailing his side of the story. I don't know if you can see. Oh, you can't see.
Just barely, yeah.
The true story of how one van full of lying seniors almost derailed the political aspirations of America's most promising candidate.
Nice.
Good.
There's a silver lining
gonna be
to every
good.
scandal, and this is
a statement about statements.
He's gonna
statements are strong words.
Deny all allegations, but also be willing to do so in a self-promotional aspect by making the rounds on all the interview shows. So
yes, that makes sense.
That's what you do.
Like Beto O'Rourke.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, maybe one evening.
The shirt that I wear for Psy, without saying too much, was actually given to me by an elected official. Was a gift from a hand-me-down gift from a politician, and I've never worn it until I did the Cy Oppenheimer video, and it seemed perfect to do it because otherwise it just sits in the closet. I'm like, when am I going to wear this Joseph A. Banks shirt? And suddenly I was like, this is the time, and I'm going to do full Beto sleeves and literally pull them up until it like cuts off circulation. I'm like, we're good to go.
You look like you were about to teach Sunday school in that shirt, so that's what it kind of looked like.
I look forward.
Like a fucked up Sunday school.
I look forward to Cy Oppenheimer's appearance on the Convo Medicine Balls. That's gonna be a great episode.
Oh my god!
That's like at the Upstart
arrangements, but we keep pulling out new ones. That's fantastic.
Yep.
The Convo doctor's office waiting chairs could also come into play.
Do they make like adult size sit-and spins like they had for kids?
The little bouncy ball things. The Convo couch bouncy balls with the handle is gonna be great.
The combo seesaw.
The Convo seesaw.
Just like boosh.
The Convo horsey machine. The Convo horsey machine.
The Convo.
The little spring, the duck that like goes back and forth.
Oh, like on the McDonald's playground. That horrific, those horrific scenes on the
where you like
Ronald McDonald's
going
going
too far back and just like hit the fucking ground.
I see your children.
Strap into the Convo coaster.
Yeah,
the Convo coaster.
Convo coaster. Of love, say what? Convo coaster. Convo coaster. Convo coaster. What? Okay, we gotta get the fuck out of here. Thanks, guys, for coming out. We're gonna definitely do this again next St. Paddy's Day, or maybe in a couple of days. Who knows where this will lead us. Thanks again to Yeti. Tomorrow we will see y'all, and I will be in the chat cutting up, making fun and doing random shit like I usually do. So that's gonna be 10 o'clock tomorrow, right? 10 o'clock Eastern, is that right, Reef?
Yes, sir.
All right. That's Reefer After Dark tomorrow night on the YouTubers. So, gentlemen, thank you so much. This was a wild ride. I had a great time. I had to clean my glasses like 4 times because it kept fogging up from the tears of joy. My glass-wearing friends, you all know what I'm talking about. So, everybody,
that's why I'm not wearing mine.
Now you're part of the club, kid. Before we go, let's shout out the chat.
It's not exactly canon, but I still enjoy it as it's part of the series.
I was told that the Large Hadron Collider would not be operational until 2024, but apparently they had to make some alterations and do it sooner. So,
welcome to the new timeline.
I'm team Honey Badger. It's gonna fuck that marmot up.
Character. When you did that with your glasses, you became a Doonesbury character. It's fucking hilarious.
It's because you've got the fucking headphones in, and it looks like you've got a fucking glasses chain on your fucking cat eyes there. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Fucking Doonesbury. Oh my God, Ricky looks like Doonesbury. That fucking guy over here. Jesus.
Can someone clip that? Get a picture of that, please. Send it to us. Thank you.
On the combo deathbed over here. What's up?
The combo coffin. The combo bed of nails. The convo electric chair here at Folsom Prison.
Stationary bike.
Stationary bike. Oh God, the recumbent stationary bike. The convo rowing machine at the hotel.
Oh man.
Oh, no.
Cynical Girl, thanks for coming out. Choosy, Gamer, y'all are awesome sauce. Thank you so much. Ed Heller, Velvet Trance, love you so much. Nightbot, and I think we didn't have any Russian hookers tonight. I'm very sad by that. The hooker bots didn't show up.
Yeah.
Aram, what's up? Good to see you. Thanks for coming out. Lucky, appreciate you. Ed Heller, we already said you, but we'll see your name's so nice, we'll say it twice. I believe we got everybody. I know Jimmy was here too. Thanks for coming out. Elle was here.
Andy Left's probably in there.
Steve Cutler.
Here, yeah.
Steve Cutler live. Thanks for coming out. There's a lot of people live. We appreciate y'all, man. It was a fun night. We started.
I gotta get with Steve. Steve and I are trying to hammer out a date, but I'm gonna be getting with Steve soon to get to go on his show.
Well, Steve's married, so you're gonna have to figure that out. We started.
Long he's not.
we started this journey. We started this stream as boys, and we ended up as infants. So we totally digressed, and I'm totally glad we did. And thank you everybody for coming out. Don't know what's going on next week, but you can catch me. I am W. Dearman right here below my name. Since my two other Twitter accounts got nuked, thanks censorship. I also do a show with Jimmy Sunderland on Wednesday mornings, afternoons. We do a little bit of news on Kerberos for funsies. It's a good time, and Jimmy's a really good co-host. I don't know why she puts up with me, so maybe because I'm a man-child and she can control me easily since she's a mother. So anyway, thanks to everybody coming out. We'll see you next week. Watch these guys on the YouTubes when Ricky gets back out of YouTube jail. Fucker.
Always in jail. Always in jail.
Have a good night, and as always, wash your ass. Nobody likes a dirty ass. Good night, y'all.
Peace.
Fake news. Some people
Good
did.
night.